Hey everybody, it is I, Jackal Crossing, also known as Billy, and tonight we're going to be playing some Tales from the Loop. We're just waiting for one of our players to get back in frame. There he is. Um, didn't want to keep you all waiting for too long. We know that you tuned in for a great
Fucking
show and are looking forward to seeing our kids play a little Tales from the Loop. It's okay. It's okay. We're not for kids. You're just playing a 10-year-old tonight. It's okay. So, folks, if you've watched this before, you saw some different faces on. We're doing the Recycle Boy Take Two, so we have a new group of folks that are going to be playing tonight. I say group, but it's more of a duo. So, we've got the Jesse and Nathan show for you tonight. They're going to be taking on
dynamic. Dynamic is the word you're looking for. The
oh
dynamic duo.
the dynamic duo. Okay, of Doom, the dynamic duo of Doom. There we go. It's triple D's, y'all. Anyway, um, the Recycle Boy is we're playing set in the United States, just outside of Boulder City, Nevada. So right near the Lake Mead, the Hoover Dam, and that area of the country. I will jump down to the bottom of the screen. We'll let Nathan start it off and tell us who he's playing, a little bit about his character, and then hand it off to Jesse.
All right. Today I will be playing Frederick, the jock of the group in this case. Uh, Short on brains, but big on heart and muscle. Some say he's the golden boy in school, but he's got his own friend group that he likes to hang out with.
Right on. And Jesse, who are you playing tonight?
I am playing Isabella. For some reason, she has a second name, Patricia. Um, I am 10 years old and I love to solve mysteries. Apparently, I'm also a kleptomaniac. I like to steal things. Um, and I am smarter than you.
Oh wow, this is definitely going to be fun. Uh, I'm your storyteller. The way that Tales from the Loop works is it's a very collaborative storytelling game. So instead of me telling the players everything that happens, they're going to be telling us what they see, what they're experiencing, what they're feeling, and how things are working in the world around them. It's a different approach to storytelling, but it's much more collaborative. So I'll set the stage, they'll tell the story, and then we'll move scene by scene through the module until we reach the end and see how they do. The game is played with D6. It uses the, see if I can find it here. I had it. These Year Zero game engine created by Thomas Herenstam. This, I hope I said that right. Similar games that use this system are like Vassin or Vassian or Vassian, however people say it. um, but it's a pretty fun one. It's just D6s. That's really all you need to have, and about 10 of them is what works. Now, do you guys have any questions before we get started? I'm ready to jump into this thing. Chat, how about you? Quick shout out to Word Runner that gave us a follow earlier, and just before the stream started, actually about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. So thanks so much if you're out there watching. Thank you for the follow. We are only 4 followers away from our goal of 100. So make sure if you're watching, hit that follow button. If you're on the VOD, hit that follow button. This game has been performing really well across all of our platforms for VOD and our YouTube channel. So make sure you hit us up on the YouTubes, follow us, and subscribe there so you can find out when all our content goes live. So just want to check in and make sure y'all don't have any questions about the game before we start, and nothing's off the table. You can ask me anything you want to about anything, characters in the game, locations, anything. If I can tell you and have information, I can give it to you. If not, I'll let you know I don't have it.
Awesome. Just so I am recalling correctly, I'm looking at the sheet. Isabella is Maria's younger sister, correct?
That is correct.
That is correct.
Great. The love of Frederick's life's little sister.
Okay, so let me refresh my memory. Okay, so it's roll a number of dice equal to the total of your whatever you're doing. And what is a success? Three or
Sixes,
higher? What?
sixes are
Oh,
successes.
sixes.
Yep, a
Okay.
6 is a success.
You
Most
usually just need one.
typically for most
Mhm.
tasks you'll need 1 success. Occasionally you might 2, and very rarely will you need 3 or more. And as we go through, if there are any rule questions or whatever, please feel free to stop and ask. I'm sure the folks watching won't mind the debrief as well of the rules. In fact, I probably should just pull those up over here on the other screen so I have them handy just in case we need them.
No, I read them before. They seem pretty.
I kind of
Doesn't
skimmed
seem too
them, so
complicated.
it should be okay. I skimmed them. I read the cliff notes.
I think we can discuss it as we go too. Is once you see the first roll or two, you got it.
Yeah, it's pretty
And if
straightforward.
you check, I don't remember about checking your pride. You automatically succeed if you check your pride,
but it causes
right.
you a condition, and the other players in the game tell how that condition unfolds, right? Then you also have luck that allows you to reroll a failed roller.
Nathan.
It allows you to
Fred, right? Fred, you want to stab Fred, not Nate.
So luck points are something you can use to overcome trouble. Trouble is what makes you roll a die, right? So the older you get, the less luck you have. Younger kids have more luck. It's typically 15 minus your age. That's how many luck points you start with. So as you age, your luck goes down, and eventually you become an adult and you don't have any luck anymore because adults are boring and suck.
Checks out.
So when you roll your luck, it allows you to re-roll a failed roll, and you deduct your luck points from that. And
Gotcha.
is there anything else? Pride, conditions. So you can be upset, scared, exhausted, injured, or broken. Those modifiers stack, starting at upset as a -1, and then they stack on top of that until once you're broken, you're automatic failures on all your dice. So just trying to see if there's anything else that you have to know before we get started. Failed.
The only
you
clarification I would do, is pride doesn't give you a condition, but pushing a roll does.
Yeah, that's what it was. I had those confused. Okay.
You can only check your pride once per game, right?
Once per session, yes. Pushing, right. You're correct, Nathan. Pushing the roll, you push yourself beyond your normal limits. You roll again to see if you can succeed, and that causes you a condition. And that's how those conditions stack. So thanks for clearing that up, Nathan. I appreciate that.
And you can end up with 2 conditions if you fail the push roll as well. So that's fun.
You can also help each other along the way. Then there's a thing called extended trouble, which we'll get into if that comes up. But I don't want to muddy the waters too much. So let's start the day if nobody has any other questions.
Thank God Nathan didn't play Frederick.
Wait.
But he did.
But I did.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
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 Oh, well. You know what?
It'll be fun. It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
It'll be good.
So
I have compassion and love for everyone.
I'll do this the same way I did this last time. Fred, you're in your room after school. You just got home from practice. You threw your pads and helmet and dirty socks in the corner like you always do, and sit down on your bed. You're getting ready to put your headphones on, hit play on your Walkman, start listening to your greatest hits mixtape that you made, that you were getting ready to give to Maria because that's what you do in the 80s. And you hear somebody, it sounds like they're crying. You stop and listen, you realize it's your dad. Your big, strong, burly, manly dad is actually crying and talking to your mom.
No. I better go to the door and just check it out just in case. He'll kind of creak to the door and just put his ear to it.
Yeah, sure. And you hear him talking, and you hear your dad say something. You, you don't want to believe it, but you think you hear him say that he accidentally hit a kid with his car. And his mom, your mom, and he are talking about it. Your dad's obviously upset. He doesn't know what to do.
Frederick kind of pops out the door. Dad, did you hit somebody?
Oh God. Oh. Yes, I did.
Oh no. Is it somebody on the team?
Not exactly. And he kind of wipes the tears. He turns around. You can tell his eyes are red and puffy. He's been crying. And he says, I don't know how to tell you this, but it was Timmy.
Oh no, not Timmy. He's
Yeah.
like a younger brother to me. On reflection.
Yeah, I know you and he are really close. And sorry,
Is-
it was.
Is he gonna be okay?
They don't know. He's in the hospital, and he grabs a little glass tumbler, has a brown liquid in it, some ice. He just kicks it back and sets
Well-
it down on the table.
Mom, let's go to the hospital. I gotta see Timmy.
And your dad's like, well, I don't know if that's such a good idea. It's you have homework to do, right? You get your homework done first, and then maybe if we'll call and see if they're accepting visitors.
Okay, that's a good point. I should probably do my reading. But you'll tell me when you go and see him.
Absolutely, yeah, sure.
All right. Man, I'm gonna drown my concern for Timmy and trying to read my probably a grade behind books.
All right, so you go back into your room, I guess, and kind of.
I'll turn up the music a little bit louder to drown out what's, that talky part of his brain.
Right on. Okay. And then we'll flash over down the street to Isabella. And Isabella, you two are actually, you're just finishing up your homework and a couple of your friends' homeworks, their math homework. And you hear a knock on your bedroom door. Isabella? And it's your mom.
Yes,
Can
in my 10-year-old girl voice.
can I come in for a minute? I need to talk to you.
Sure, Ma.
And she comes
Come on
in
in.
and sits down on the bed. It says, "We need to talk about something, Isabella. Um, you know your friend
Oh.
Sarah that you went to the party the other day with, the birthday party this weekend?
Huh?
And her mom called me today and said that y'all were playing in the room and then everyone left, but you stayed behind. And then later that night, when they went to find this brooch that Sarah's grandmother had given her, that it wasn't there. And I was just wondering if you knew where it was.
Why? Why would I know where it's at, Mom?
Well, you were in the room. I just, did you see any of the other kids maybe take something that doesn't belong to them?
Are you trying to say I stole something again?
Well, no. I'm just asking if you saw it. That's all. That's all. I just wanted to know if you saw anybody take it. If you hear of anybody, would you make sure they give it back, please? I know you've learned your lesson from stealing, right?
God, Mom, yes.
Okay. Well, I will leave you alone then and let you finish your homework. But if you hear of any of the kids at school talking about it, I want you to tell me, okay? Because that was Sarah's grandmother's brooch, and that's very important to her.
All right, Mom, I will.
Thank you, Isabella. And she leaves the room and shuts the door behind her.
All right. Remind me one more time who I was in the room.
At the party,
It was just me and who?
you, Sarah, and a couple of other kids from school that you don't really know, but you know their names. Tammy and Lawanja, I guess.
All right. Are you gonna have to forgive me? I may ask you to repeat some stuff because my head is cloudy because of sickness. But
That's okay. Not a problem. I'll take
Okay.
notes.
I got some notes going too. All right. So, when Mother leaves, a mystery. Someone stole something. I'm going to just out of character. I'm going to just assume it was not me that stole it, right?
That's up to you. You can decide if it was or not. And you don't
Nope.
have to tell me right now. So,
Nope.
Frederick palms the brooch as he's doing his homework.
I didn't steal the brooch. I took this copy of Super Mario Brothers.
nice. All right. So the evening goes. Dinner's kind of boring. Your folks talk to each other about their days of work at the Loop. You
Is that both of our groups of parents both work at the Loop?
Yeah, pretty much everybody here works at the Loop.
Okay.
There's other jobs, but for the most part, everybody works at the Loop, doing something, you know. There is the new kid that started this year after summer break. His name is Pele. That you all know of. He kind of hangs around your circle.
I'm secretly in love with him.
His parents also work.
Yeah, he's a good kid. He's training with the team, even though he's like a little guy.
He's
He's
good
all right.
at both sports and schoolwork. So he's
He's a double threat.
a double threat. Better watch out, Freddie. He's gonna make a move on Isabella. I mean on Maria.
No way. Our love is forever. No, Frederick is 13.
All right. So you don't want to do anything that evening? I mean, it's late fall, so it gets dark early, especially over in mountain time.
Frederick's going to spend a little bit of extra time tonight catching up on his backlog of homework that he's been putting off for a little bit because he knows he's going to want some extra time. He's thinking he's going to need to do a fundraiser of some kind for Timmy. He doesn't really fully fathom what that means, but he knows that's what you do in these situations is you have fundraisers.
Okay. Lemonade stand or something
Yeah. Maybe the coach will let me throw a pass for Timmy.
for Timmy. Um, all right.
Do I happen to have Sarah's telephone number?
Sure.
All right. I'll use the phone that my mother has threatened to take out of my room many a times.
For stealing.
Mm-hmm. It's one of those old clear acrylic phones with the colored wires and bits and plastic pieces in it.
Oh, I had one of those. It lights up
Yeah,
when
and
it
I got-
rings.
Yes, and I got a bunch of scratch and sniff stickers on it.
Awesome. Awesome.
One of them smells. The one closer to the mouth receiver has like a banana scratch and sniff on it. And I'll scratch that and then do 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 do. Ring ring. Calling Sarah.
All right. Sarah's mom answers the phone. Hello.
Hi, this is Isabella. Is Sarah around?
Yeah, just a minute. Sarah, telephone. Okay, mom. And you hear footsteps running. And she
That's
grabs the
Sarah.
phone from her mom. Yep. Hello?
Sarah, did you hear about the brooch from the party? Someone took a brooch. It was her grandmother's. Do
Yeah.
you know anything about it?
Yeah, no. No, I wasn't there, remember? I left before you did.
Well, I'm just seeing if you knew about it. If you
Why?
heard anything.
No. I haven't heard anything. Why, have you heard anything?
Well, I heard that it was missing, and of course, I'm sure everyone's going to blame it on me.
Well, why would they do that? You're such a good kid.
That's what I tell them. All right. Well, if you happen to hear anything, let me know, okay?
Okay. Is there anything else?
No.
Okay. Goodbye, Isabella. She's very disappointed. She wanted to talk.
Well, hold on. I may have missed something.
So
Okay, at the
it
end
was-
of the party, people left, but someone stayed behind, right?
Yep, you stayed behind. So actually, it was Sarah's party. Sorry.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
we'll retcon and say you called Tammy.
Okay.
It was Sarah's party. Actually, I just looked at my notes.
I was wondering about that. Is Sarah, do you know about the brooch that was stolen
Yeah.
from me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I missed that. Sorry, y'all. Got a lot on my mind this week as well. So it was Sarah's party. My bad. And I'm making all this up as we go. So, because this is not part of the module, but it's a day in the life. So, it's the fun part. So yeah. So then you would have called Tammy. Same
Okay.
conversation.
All right, then. Well, my curiosity is still piqued, but Punky Brewster's coming on, so I got to check that out. Punky Brewster.
All right, Punky Brewster. Yeah.
Nobody?
Back.
Come on.
I do. I remember Punky.
All right.
Oh man. All right.
Oh,
So you
Punky.
guys basically y'all spend the evening doing what you do and the next day it's Thursday, it's time to get up and go to school and out the door basically. Unless y'all want to do anything that morning at home.
Not really.
Basically, you get your sandwiches, you get your lunches, whatever.
Yeah, I'm going to get up a little early and run to school. And coach says that's good practice. Bye, Dad. Be careful driving.
Okay, bye, Fred. See you later.
Take off running.
And
Yes, I'm going to have my cookie crisp while I watch cartoons before the bus.
and your sister is Maria is eating her toast and with the jelly on it. She says, will you please not chew with your mouth open? That is so gross. Ugh.
And I'm going to sing. Not as gross as you and Frederick making kissy face. And I'm going to say it loud and then look in the direction of mother.
That's it. I'm never doing your dishes for you again. And you're banned from the clubhouse.
I helped you build that clubhouse.
No, you didn't. Dad did before he died.
Dad's dead.
Let me,
That got dark.
Let me read my background one more time.
No, this happened last night. It's fresh.
Mom killed her last night. Yeah, it's cool. No, that part's not in your background.
Okay, because earlier the damn thing had skipped and it was on, I think it was on Maria's background. So I got it fixed now. But
All right.
okay.
All right.
Sorry,
And
folks. Broke the fourth wall.
it happens in this game. Maria looks up and sees Freddie walking down the street. She's like, "Oh, gotta go!" Grabs lunchbox and runs out the door to meet Freddie. And
You hear a distant, "Hey, babe."
hey, Sweetcomes. And
I don't like that name. Let's keep trying a new name every day.
you got it, sugar.
That's better.
And
Stupid
Isabel,
dumb Freddy.
stupid dumb Freddie. I love it. I love it. A few minutes later, the bus gets there, and as you're heading out to the bus, your mom says, "Don't forget, it's your night to do dishes. Be home on time. We're having spaghetti."
Biscottis again?
Yep.
All right, Mom. I'm just playing. To the bus.
And
That old 1970 school bus that rattles, like you can hear it rattling from like 2 miles, like
Yep.
and the brakes going.
yep, absolutely. So, as you all kind of get to the school about the same time, and you're approaching, you see a large crowd of kids standing outside the school. Looks like that might be an ambulance and some police officers there as well.
Oh,
Face up against the glass.
Oh no, Timmy.
Oh, this is
Fred
outside. This is outside before you get to school.
Fred's brain goes, somebody got hurt. Timmy. No.
I'm gonna plant my face up against the bus window glass, and I'm just like, look at the scene.
All right.
Make my breath fogging up the glass.
And the bus driver says, all right, sit down,
Smelling like
everybody.
Cookie Crisp.
There is, from what you can see as you get close enough to see everything, it looks like a teacher. There's some grown-up lying on the ground. They're wrapped up in a blanket, and they're being taken care of by the school nurse. And you see the paramedics wheeling a stretcher over, and
Is it a teacher that we might recognize?
you recognize her, but she's not one of your teachers.
Okay.
You recognize her from like lunchroom and recess and stuff. We'll call her Mrs. Johnson.
Well, what's wrong with Mrs. Johnson? Is there any apparent form of instrument of injury?
Well, she probably ran out of electrolytes, Isabella. That's a danger.
As you're kind
Don't
of
go,
looking around
Freddie.
at everything, yeah, the bus driver lets you off the bus, and you see Maria and Freddie standing there as well. And as you're getting off the bus, actually, you see and Freddie, you can see it too, kind of over the crowd of all the other kids. You're a little taller than everybody. It looks like the front doors were ripped off the school. Just like completely ripped off the school.
Gosh, I hope that wasn't my dad.
Why would your dad rip the doors off the school, Frederick?
Apparently, he was driving crazy and hit Timmy.
And the school?
I don't know. He didn't cover that part. He was really touchy about the whole Timmy thing.
Nice.
Stupid dumb Freddy's dad.
You guys, you also overhear a couple of teachers talking close by you. You don't know them either, but you recognize them. And one of them's like walks up to the other, says, "What just happened? This is exciting around here. We never have anything like this." And she said, "Well, Mrs. Johnson came in today and was talking to the new kid, Pele, this morning when he came into school. And she told him she wanted him to go see the nurse because he was acting strange. I was in the lounge and I kind of heard them outside in the hallway. And she said you shouldn't talk to yourself in that way. Like, I think she said using the words we and us, something about he was acting really strange, so she wanted to take him to the nurse. And then right as I was pouring my cup of coffee, and you know how good Mr. Johnstone makes coffee. See, I'm making all these John names. The custodian, he makes the coffee so good. So I was pouring this cup of coffee and I heard this sudden crashing sound all of a sudden. And then I heard screaming, and then I heard the school nurse say, "No, Pele, come back." And now he's gone.
Did y'all hear that?
I did. Sounds like we've got a teammate that needs his team.
What do you mean?
Well, he's on the team. The hockey team.
Well, I guess we should. You think we should skip school and go see if we can find him?
Whoa. Education is important. But yes, I do think it is important for us to look after our friends most.
Freaking Freddy.
I don't know why your sister doesn't like me, Maria. I try so hard.
She's just a kid. She doesn't get it. She's like 10. And Freddie, you know, skipping school is not a good idea, but you're so brave to want to go help Pele. I like that.
I'm torn by what you just said. It feels like there's mixed signals, but I think the second part is more important to me.
Oh God, please stop before I puke. Let's just go.
And Maria says, "I'm not covering for you if you're not home on time, Isabella. You know Mom is not going to be happy with you. And I'm not doing your dishes for you. Tonight's your night, so be home on time." The principal comes out and says, "Folks, everybody, we're gonna have to cancel school today. Till maintenance can get this all cleaned up and we can understand exactly what happened. In the meantime, go home. We'll call your parents and tell them what happened. Everybody just go home and until we can get this all cleaned up. School should be back tomorrow. How convenient.
Synchronicity. Well, that makes
So-
this much easier.
I just need to remind you, Maria, that I was brave before we knew this information.
Yes, I know, Freddie. I know. Well,
Yes.
let's go find Pele. Should we start at his house first? Oh, let's stop at the corner so I can use the payphone. I'm going to call Mom because the school's going to call and they're going to say school was canceled. And, you know, of course, Maria, I don't know if you're going to come or not, but if you get there before me, I'm going to tell her I'm going to go and visit Sarah just so she doesn't worry.
So you're going to lie to Mom? Oh, I should have known. You know what? You're on your own. I'm not covering for you. I'm tired of covering for you. You're always doing stuff, getting in trouble. Freddie, I'm not getting involved in this.
It's all right. I'll look after your sister because I'm protective like that.
If anything happens to my little sister, we're over.
Dad, there's no way something's going to happen to your sister.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you to it. She says, well, in that case, I'm gonna go home and go hang out with some friends.
Oh, you might want to visit Timmy in the hospital. He got hit by a car.
Timmy's in the
What?
hospital? Oh, I'll go
Yeah.
get Linda, and Linda and I will go over there and visit with Timmy.
I probably should have mentioned that.
It's okay. You were focused on me, which is where you're supposed to be focused.
Yeah.
That's not toxic or anything.
No way. That seems like a very healthy boundary to have.
Oh, so
Don't
what do
worry,
y'all do?
Maria. I'll look after him.
You're gonna look after him. Okay, yeah, right. Okay. And she sees Linda across the school yard. Linda, we gotta go to Timmy's house. He got hit by a car. And she takes off and she runs back. She goes, bye, Freddie. Be safe. And she gives you a kiss on the cheek.
Whoa. Gross. All right, Isabella. You're the brains of this operation. I know where I'm lacking.
So what do y'all want to do?
Do you
Well,
need
I
me to
guess we-
pick you up to get to the payphone?
No. However, I do feel bad about my line, so perhaps we could drop by and see Sarah before the day is over.
All right.
Here, I'll let you put the dime in for me.
Hell yeah.
Rock on. Right.
Yeah. It's pretty easy to do because I'm fairly tall for my age.
All right.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So you call Mom and tell her you're gonna go by Sarah's house?
Yes, Mom, school was canceled because of some incident, and I'm going to go and just hang out with some friends and stop by and stop by and see Sarah. But don't worry, I will be home and I'll do the dishes.
Okay. Be careful. Stay close to your sister. Y'all don't get in any trouble.
Okay, Mom, bye bye.
Click. Okay. All right. So you have made the call to Mom,
Mm-hmm.
and what do y'all want to do next?
Well, I think possibly, we should go and check his house first to see if he made it home.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
I mean, if the principal called his parents, he's probably grounded right now in his room. But we'll see.
All right. go ahead and as you all are leaving the schoolyard, I want you to make an investigate. I'll start rolling some dice here.
That's funny. My character loves to solve mysteries. She does not have the investigate skill.
2 successes.
It's a mind
How
skill.
is this possible? How is this possible?
Because Freddy's secretly the brains of the operation.
Apparently. So adding my investigation to my mind, I had 3 dice and I get 2 successes.
Yep.
All right, so the junior detective that does not know how to investigate has not made any successes.
All right. Perhaps it's your
Speak to him,
superior height or your
Yeah.
focus of keeping Isabella safe. But you notice in the dirt and the concrete walkway up to the front doors, the concrete's cracked, and in the dirt there are these huge, like, robot footprints leading to and away from the school.
What? Wait a second. Look, Isabella. I don't think that was Pele at all. He's not that big a guy. I think something else broke the doors.
Yeah, but why wouldn't the teachers say that?
Well, didn't only Mrs. Johnson see it? And she was in a coma.
You're right. Well, all right. Have we left the school yet?
Nope.
We've left. Okay.
There's
all right.
there's a payphone out in front of the school.
Well, if we're trying to follow Pele, he'd go
Yeah.
home, but a robot would go back to robot home.
Well, we could follow these robot tracks.
That's a great idea.
Tracks. Wabbit twacks. Wobot twacks. Duck season. Wabbit season. All right. So y'all want to follow the robot tracks? They lead in the direction of the loop. So of the main facility. That is.
You know what?
Surely.
Before we leave, I would like to use the payphone. And if I don't know Pele's phone number, I mean, it says that I'm secretly in love with him, so I probably have his phone number, even though he doesn't know it.
Yeah, we'll say you have his phone number. Sure, he gave you his phone number. We'll say.
I'll hand Freddie another dime, if you wouldn't mind.
Boink. Sweet.
I'll call Pele's house.
All right, you call Pele's house. The phone rings and rings and rings, and no one answers. Just rings and rings.
They're either not answering call waiting, or it's the 80s and they don't have a machine.
They're not picking up. Maybe the robot took them.
I don't know. But it's not too strange considering the chaos going on dealing with Pele. So, yeah, let's follow these robot tracks.
All right, you start following the robot tracks.
I'm a little concerned. Actually, before we start following, I'm gonna stop by the supply and pick up my hockey stick, just in case we've got a killer robot on the loose. Because I said I'd protect Isabella.
All
and
right.
I'm gonna do that even if I have to break my hockey stick. Maria too.
Gonna break Maria and your hockey stick? Okay.
No. Maria too is the name of the hockey stick. She's the second Maria in my life.
So yeah, you go to the gym and
You have
you want to go to the
barbed
gym
wire
and
wrapped around it.
get your hockey stick and stuff.
So while we're at Freddie's house,
Or are we going to Freddy's house, or are we
I
going
was just
in the
grabbing
gym?
it from the school. Yeah, just from
going
the
to
gym.
the gym. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Well, as we
important to
go
know.
towards the gym and we pass by like the the janitor's closet, and the door is slightly open, and I see like a couple of screwdrivers, and I'm just gonna grab those and put them in my pocket.
Okay.
Isabella's going full rogue. Stab, stab.
All right. Yeah. There's nobody around. The door's propped open. Everybody's kind of out front and dispersing and talking.
And maybe as I walk around the corner, the custodian is right there. Oh, hi.
Hello, Isabella. And then just kind of keeps going with his broom. And
Yep.
as you pass by the teacher's lounge, the door's cracked open a little bit, and you hear some teachers in there talking. And you pick up a little bit more of the story. You learn that it was a giant robot that ripped the doors off the school. The teacher that you saw out there on the sidewalk had gone and taken Pele to the school nurse, and because he wasn't acting like himself. So, and then out of nowhere, when Pele started to run away, this giant robot came crashing into the schoolyard and tore off the entrance doors. And they've been trying to call Pele's parents and at home and at work, and there is no answer in either. So,
And Pele ran off.
mm-hmm.
He ran off when the robot broke the doors,
Yep. Like he ran out, like the robot broke the doors off and he ran out.
and the robot left with him.
That's what it appears. Yes. The robot may have left with him.
So yeah. So Freddie, I guess we should go ahead and see if we can find that robot.
Yeah, good idea.
All right. You take off. You get your hockey stick. Is there anything else you wanted to grab? Your helmet, pads, jersey, anything like that?
No, I gotta keep those clean.
All right. So just your hockey stick.
Yes, and I have my book sack and my I'm gonna say strawberry short. No, Rainbow Bright's lunchbox.
All right. And that's where the screwdrivers are in your Rainbow Bright lunchbox, right?
I stuck those in my coat.
Oh, in your coat. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you do have that oversized jacket that you wear all the time.
Oh yeah.
So, you all leave the school. It's probably mid-morning by now, say maybe 10 o'clock. You leave the school, and the tracks lead off in the direction of the woods that are near Pele's house, on the kind of between his house and the loop. Like when I say the loop, I mean the actual like facility, not the actual particle accelerator,
Gotcha.
because that thing's gigantic. But
And
the
it's in
like
the ground.
the buildings, yeah, like the buildings that make up the facility of the loop.
Yeah, and it's like underground, so we wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if it's you go first, Freddie. I'll be right behind you.
Okay, I'm just looking for the foot tracks.
Yeah, you follow
They go off into those trees.
All right. I'm not afraid of trees.
I know, Freddie. I know.
Just make sure Maria knows that.
I believe I've told her that in passing already, but I'll mention it again.
Thanks. You're a good friend, Isabella.
Off down the road a little ways, you see a service vehicle working on some mechanical contraption on the side of the road. You see these all over town all the time. As you get into the woods, there are no more tracks, pretty much gone for the most part. You can kind of faintly see some impressions, but it looks like whatever it was came into the woods and then stopped moving at such a rate to leave impressions.
Well, it has it broken. Let's look around for broken limbs. Can I tell? All right, so I am a tinkerer and I got programming and all this other stuff. So can I tell from the tracks what kind of robot it was? Like, is it a common robot or is it one that like a maintenance robot or something like that?
Yeah, it's you've seen all kinds of different kinds of robots around here, but they all kind of have the same
Like AT-AT looking thing?
yeah. Yeah, pretty much. They have these big wide trapezoidal feet,
Mm-hmm.
and they're very common. They all
So
serve different purposes, but
Right, but this is a pretty big one, right?
yeah, it's a larger robot. It would be used to maybe it's a maintenance robot that works on power lines or poles or something like that. It would probably be a pretty large and heavy robot.
Or are there any broken limbs and stuff?
No, actually, everything's intact here. It looks very cautious. If y'all wanted to roll another investigate, I can tell you more about what's going on.
Sure.
Well, yeah.
I got a success. Surprisingly.
I did not.
While you're busy looking for the tracks, I noticed something.
Yeah. All right. So you see off leaning against a tree a bicycle, actually. And
Is
it's
that
just
Pele's?
Isabella, do
Did
you
I
look at the
not
bicycle?
see that bicycle?
Yeah,
Like
that
it
might be
just
Pele's
materialized.
bicycle. I'd probably remember it from coach
What-
practice.
Does it look? Does
Yeah.
it look like Pele's bike?
Yeah, it does.
It's Pele's
Actually,
bike.
it
I
looks
mean,
like
he's got to
Pele's
be
bike.
around here.
Unless he's hitching a ride with his robot buddy.
Well, as you get over to the bicycle, you've seen maintenance guys use these. They're these big gloves that fit on an arm, and they're remote controls for the maintenance robots so that they can mimic the movements on the ground and the robots do them. Right? So you see one of those laying right next to the bicycle.
Hey, this might control the robot. If it's around here, maybe I can control it.
Good thinking.
You could use a tinker to see if you can do that.
Meanwhile, I just want to note Freddy is sad to see one of his fellow teammates turn to performance enhancing things like robots. He thought Pele was ready to put in the work that you need. It's a shame.
Robots are the future, Freddy. All right,
I've
I
thought
got
of
one
this movie.
success.
Called Real
You got a
Steel.
success. All right. So yeah, you pick it up. You've seen these used by adults. It's kind of heavy on your hand and on your arm, so you kind of have to support it. But there are buttons inside, and there's actually another contraption that you hold in your other hand. With it looks like a video game controller with keypad, that you can kind of move things forward and backwards, left and
Yeah,
right.
like the D-pad.
Yeah, like a D-pad on the
Yep.
original Nintendo.
I got you.
It's just a power glove, right?
Yeah, it's a
The
power
Nintendo
glove.
power glove.
It's a power glove with exactly. That's exactly what it is. With it, but instead of having the buttons up on the sleeve of the glove, they're in a separate control. And you hear a clunking noise from a little ways off in the woods, and it sounds like it's something just powered up.
I think I got it. I'll see if I can get it to come here.
All right. You manipulate the glove and the keypad, and you hear a robot stomping around in the woods. You hear some tree limbs break, and then you see it, and you're able to guide it a little bit better towards you. And sure enough, it's one of these big maintenance robots.
Hey, maintenance robot, did you see where our friend Pele went?
I don't know. Can these communicate? Like, would I know if these can actually talk or?
You've never heard a robot talk.
All right. Well,
So-
interestingly, I'll see if it answers Frederick.
Frederick
It
lives
does
in
not.
hope.
All right.
He's the quiet kind.
Why don't we just? We missed one obvious thing. Let's just call out and say, Pele!
Good thinking.
Pele!
Pele!
There's no response.
Maybe we should go back where it was laying down. There might be another clue.
Yes. And I believe there'll be a trail this time. I drove this thing blind.
Well, the worst case is we could always bring the robot to the maintenance guy. He might know what's going on.
Maybe.
I'm sure he has our best interests at heart.
Maybe. But
Maybe.
yes, let's go check out that. Let's go check out where it came from.
All right, you take the robot with you to go that way, or you leave it here.
No, it's coming with us.
Okay, so you take
I
the
got a
robot with
toy.
you. You
I'll
take.
bring the bike along too, just to be careful.
All right. You get about 50 yards into the woods, about where you think it was, and the ground's very disturbed. There's tree limbs everywhere from where it was rocking, running into trees and all when Isabel first started it out. And you don't really find anything else.
Would another investigate attempt?
No, I don't think investigate's going to help you here.
Where do you think he got this from? Take a look at the glove.
Does it got logos and stuff?
Yeah,
on
it's got a the logo that you saw on the car, the maintenance vehicle down the road. It has that same logo on it.
Does the robot have like an interface on it that I can access? Because I have programming.
It does. It's way up on the back of its head.
I can try and lift you up. I'm not quite sure how tall this thing is.
Oh, it's about 20 feet off the ground.
That's too high for me.
Well, I'll see if I can get it to kneel down.
Good thinking.
Mm-hmm. And you kind of make a squatty motion with the gloves, and it squats down. And there's a door on the side of it, on the side of its head.
All right, so she's pretty good at programs. So, well, I'm assuming she is. She is a 3.
Yeah,
So,
stand on my shoulder.
I'm going to see if I can find any clues, like if the robot has like a record of where of its travels, stuff like that, and see if there's anything abnormal about its programming, like see if it has any hidden program things in it that might make it go bizarre.
So in order to do that kind of programming, you're going to need access to a computer. If you wanted to shut it down, reboot it, that sort of thing, and that can be done manually from this control box. But if you wanted to actually check its programming, you would have to interface with it with a cable and a computer.
Is that something that the maintenance guy's car would have?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe we could bring him along.
Maybe. Let's give it a shot. Now, is that something that I can say? Is that something that could like maybe fall off the truck, or is that like attached to the truck or something? Is it something I can get at a 5-finger discount?
Oh no, it's like, you remember how computers were back then? They were pretty big, and to do this, it would take up most of the back of a wagon of the proper maintenance vehicle. So it would have to be a reprogramming vehicle.
All right. I just don't think
Otherwise, I could always bring him out into the woods and see if he can find the robot.
you're saying
And if the robot were to maybe go up to the truck instead while he wasn't by it,
exactly.
that would be great. It's too bad that's not going to happen.
Well, why not?
What?
Maybe it'll work.
What'll work?
I just got this great idea, Freddie.
Whoa.
You run up to the guy and you tell him that there's a robot broken moving something out here.
Okay. I like the run portion of that.
Yes. And then I'll bring the robot up to the truck and connect him to the machine.
Awesome. I'm going to go
Thank
do
you.
that.
Yeah, and he takes off full sprint towards the maintenance guy.
Okay. And as you hit the road and you turn to run towards the maintenance guy, you see him like packing his toolbox up and getting ready to get in his car and drive away.
Wait, Mr. Maintenance Man.
And he turns around and looks. He's like, "What do you want, kid? I got work to do."
There's a robot that's loose in the woods. I think it broke the door off the school.
Okay. This is some kind of prank. Aren't you supposed to be in school right now?
No, it got canceled on account of the robot breaking the front door.
He looks puzzled.
I don't have further information. That's about what I know.
Where is this robot? You said?
It's in the woods. I can try and show it to you.
All right. And you say it's a maintenance or it's one of my robots? All right. Let's go.
Maybe.
I'll go take a look at it. See
Sweet.
if it is.
This way.
This better not be some kind of joke. And reluctantly, the maintenance man goes with you.
Sweet. I'll lead him deep into the woods where I think the robot was.
All right. As you lead him off, Isabella, you see the opportunity to make to the vehicle with the robot.
Yes, trying to carefully navigate it to where it doesn't make a lot of noise.
All right. So use a tinker for that. And then we'll get a when you make it there, we'll get a
I have a lot of faith in Isabella. She can do this.
and then let's see.
Yes, one success. Do ones do anything special?
No, ones don't do it.
All right.
Good
Then
or
one
bad.
success.
So you got one success. Okay. Yeah, you're able to navigate it up the road to the vehicle.
All right. Now open the back and look at all the stuff and
All right.
bring
So
out the wires, get the robot to kneel down,
yep.
connect it up.
All right. So go ahead and roll your
Program.
Yeah. We'll say you're smart enough to do that, to figure out what cables go where.
All right. There is 3.
3 successes.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Whoa.
Fantastic. So yeah,
I got 6 dice.
nice. Yeah, you successfully hack this little portable computer that he has in the back. You access the maintenance logs. that shows the maintenance logs of the robot. You match the number on the computer with the number on the robot, file transfer. It takes a few minutes. The whole time you're looking over your shoulders, trying to, make sure that Freddy hasn't given up the ghost yet. Freddy, go ahead and make a charm roll. As this guy's kind of out there in the woods with you, he's getting kind of like, come on, kid. You said this thing's right here. Where is it?
Look, you can see where I broke some branches, but I'm not feeling that convincing.
And he's like, I don't have time for this. I have a schedule. Things have to be fixed at the right time. If it's running loose out here, there's no telling where it went if you don't know where it is now. I mean, maybe we should just head back and I can call it in. We can start a search for it.
Oh no. If I remember the plan, we shouldn't go back quite yet. No, wait. Okay, bye, Mr. Maintenance Man.
And he's gonna try and just take off running as fast as he can to get to the car to warn Isabella in time.
All right, make a move roll for that. Isabella, you get the log and you see where you can see where it went to the school, and you can see it was remote activated, which all of this you kind of suspected already, but this is what'd you get on your move?
I got 1 success out of my 8 dice, so
Okay.
good enough. Maybe.
1 success out of 8 dice, huh?
Yeah, that's Tales from the Loop.
That is totally Tales from the. Well, I got 1 success on a chase, so the maintenance guy is going to chase after you.
Oh no!
And he's right behind you. Are you going to call out to Isabella or anything, or are you just going to keep making a break for it?
I'm feeling like Coach taught me, when you've got problems, run from them.
That's great advice, kids.
Yeah.
What exactly are you looking for in the programming? Are you trying to find something specific?
Clues. Like, is there anything? There's nothing abnormal about its programming, and it was just someone used it to break the doors down.
You see an error log in the program maintenance notes. It says out of service area, and then where it says override manual. So this thing was taken out of its service area, and there's a timestamp that correlates with roughly the morning time before school started.
All right.
Um,
All right. I'm still not entirely sure how well we know Pele. I know my character sheet says that she's secretly like, is Pele one of the group? It
on
says
the
he's an
fringes,
NPC.
right? On the fringes, Pele is one of the group. Pele's on the hockey team. He started at your school after the last summer break. He's in Tim's class, so there are probably some stories that Fred and Tim have shared about Pele. He seems pretty liked by everyone. His parents work at the Loop, and he lives just outside of Boulder City in a house outside of town.
All right. But he's not someone that would like hang out at the treehouse with us.
No, he's not like that close of a friend. Although you've kind of wanted to bring that up, but you've never really had the opportunity. About
Right.
this time.
What is there a range limit on the robot and the controller?
Yes. It has to be within 20 feet.
All right, so whoever used it at school had to be there.
About that time, the car stereo turns on by itself really, really loudly. And you hear in the distance, not too far away, like lawnmowers turning on and running. You hear all kinds of weird stuff electronically happening. And inside the car, everything starts turning on, all the electronics. The gizmos start whirling on top of the car and on the maintenance shed that the guy was working on this little thing outside. And the robot starts getting up and down and bouncing and stepping side to side. Fred, let's go ahead and make another opposed moves roll.
Oh yeah. One success.
All right, your one success. The adult trips on a root. You saw it. You were too nimble for him and hopped it. He missed it, tripped on a true root, and slams his face into the ground with a thud, and you duck off out of sight. So, yeah.
My desire to protect Isabella is overriding my concern for this man's health.
Station.
You make a break out of the trees, and you see Isabella, who's like standing there watching all this stuff happen.
Isabella, now is not the time to listen to the radio.
Something's going on. I will look at the computer screen. This is the computer. The monitor.
Yeah, it's actually has changed and is starting to like just run random numbers across it, and it looks completely weird to you.
And it's even stuff that's outside the car.
Like lawnmowers and electronics around outside have come on and are whirling. In the distance, you see a large flock of birds just take off from the grass at all the sudden noises and take to the air.
Whoa, majestic.
All right. Well, I guess pop the cable out of the robot and try to get it to go fast back into the trees. Not in the direction where I would suspect that the adult would come from.
Is this thing even listening to you anymore? It looks like it's dancing to its own groove.
I don't know. Let's find out.
Yeah, so roll your tinker.
Uh-oh. I wish I hadn't asked.
No successes.
None? Yeah, no, it is not responding to you. It is doing its own thing, and about that time it picks its foot up and stomps on the car and crushes the car. And you feel a slight electrical buzz starting in the glove, actually. And it starts smoking a little bit.
Take it off, let it fall on the ground.
All right.
I don't know if this thing's going to be in use.
We better get out of here. That thing was an accessory to a crime.
All right. So where do you want to go?
Let's go to Pele's house, I guess. I mean, this was the trees were by Pele's house, right?
They were kind of on the way to Pele's house, yeah.
Good
They're
thinking.
not like right next door, but they're on the way.
It's weird that he didn't take his bike, though. I left that in the trees when I was hoofing it.
I know. I mean, I don't know. Should we check the trees more or check his house?
I like your idea of the house.
And then about that time, the adult comes out of the woods, the maintenance guy. Hey, you two, what are you doing?
The robot. It crashed your car.
Yeah, it just came out of the woods and stepped on it. And everything's going crazy. Look.
I guess I'll have to call it in. All right. Y'all should probably get out of here in case something catches on fire.
Yes, sir. Sorry about your nose, sir.
He looks at you a little suspiciously. It's in your... Yeah. I know you.
Probably. I'm the star of the school's team.
That's what I was gonna. I thought you were the hockey player, right? That scores all the
All the
scores.
teams.
Yeah.
All of
Right.
the teams.
This town's not that big. Maybe.
You keep up the good work, man. It's,
Thanks.
maybe one day I could say I knew you win. And,
Yeah. I
knew
could
you
sign something like your car.
well,
I
that's
knew him
that's
back in the day
loot
when it
property.
was-
So, well, I'll tell you what. Just get out of here for now, and I'll handle this. Thanks for finding the robot. Looks like
No
this is the
problem.
one you were talking about. I guess it wasn't just all a ruse anyway. All right. Y'all strike out. Take off. Running. You going to Pele's house then?
Yep.
I
All right.
think so.
Pele's house it is.
Isabella's so fast.
Oh, we got to do the open hand run.
Nice.
Oh, that's like this.
That's good form.
Is this a handout? No. All right. So as you approach Pele's house, it's probably midday. You're starting to feel a little snacky. It's usually lunchtime about this time. Wow, why is it taking?
Got
so
my
long?
Rainbow Bright lunch.
There you go.
I got some SpaghettiOs with meatballs in there and 2 Pop-Tarts.
Whoa, can I snag a couple of those meatballs?
Sure. I'll have the Pop-Tarts.
That
Nice.
sounds good.
What flavor Pop-Tarts are they?
Those are strawberry.
I knew it. I knew they were strawberry. All right. As you
But
get up to
I'm taking the Laffy Taffy. That's mine.
Your mom gives you a lot of sweets.
nice.
Cause my mama loves me.
My dad just hits people with his car, apparently.
Oh man.
Your dad's not nice.
He's not so bad when he's not behind the wheel and sober.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna put this in the Discord for you all so you can kind of see the house as you
Yeah.
approach it. I have a picture of the house for you.
This seems like an important location.
Unlike some things. Why are you not pasting?
There's just a hunch.
I don't know why it saved it the way it saved it, but hopefully you all can see it. It did not save it as a JPEG like it was supposed to. For whatever reason, it saved it as a doc. So, when I exported it. But anyway, as you approach the house, you see it is a 3-story wooden house. Kind of an odd shape. Almost an hourglass, but flat on one side. There are some silos outside. A very large cable that runs from a nearby telephone pole. It is a bundle of just all kinds of different cables and wires. And then there are antennas and satellite dishes all over the roof of the house. Like I said, they do work for the loop. It's not unusual.
It's not unusual.
A lot of people that work for the loop have, computers at their home too, and they have to be connected to the loop. So
I'll go knock on the door.
all right, you knock on the door.
Are there-
Go ahead.
Like, are there cars in the driveway and stuff?
Yeah, there is a car there. But you could tell
Alright.
there's usually 2 cars. You could tell by the way they're set up. One of the cars is gone, and you
Wait.
knock- yeah,
He's about to
If the-
knock.
If the glove only has a 20-foot range, and the person who was using the robot had to be there, maybe Pele did it. Maybe Pele was controlling the robot.
That makes sense. He was talking in the plural.
And maybe
What
he
in
was
my
hiding
homework?
it here in the woods by
Yeah.
his house. That Pele, he's got some explaining to do. Go ahead and knock.
All right.
Knock, knock, knock. Yeah, exactly.
No answer.
Permission. There was no answer.
Is it? Try the doorknob. Is it locked?
I don't know. Let me see.
Tries the doorknob.
It is locked.
It's locked.
Well, maybe they have a back door.
Ugh, that's a good thinking. Lots of houses do.
I'm loving this way you're playing, Freddy. And you go around back, and sure enough, there is another door on the house.
Try this one, Freddy.
All right.
Knock, knock, knock.
Couple of seconds go by, nothing, no noise, no answer.
See if it's locked, Freddy.
I'll see if it's locked.
It too is locked.
It is also locked.
Can we see through any windows?
Yeah, there's a window right next to the front door, and there's a window in the back door.
That is a jacked up looking house.
It is. So when you're at the back door, it looks into what would probably be the kitchen. The front door looks into a living room, and as you kind of look in, if you didn't know better, it looks like there's tons of aquariums just lining the walls, floor to ceiling in the room, and then the center of the front room, what would be the living room, is it's like a desk and a computer.
Are there fish in these aquariums like that we can see?
No, there's no water in them, actually.
Oh,
They look more like
Is-
terrariums than aquariums.
Is there a light on in the upstairs? I'm just looking at the picture
Mhm.
that you sent. There's a light on in the upstairs.
Sure.
I don't know if that's.
It doesn't say, but we could say it is. You see it just as it is there.
Hey, Freddie, you think you can toss a rock at that window without trying to break it? Just a little pebble. Try to get someone's attention, and maybe there's someone up there.
Oh, good thinking.
he'll go do exactly that. He'll try and find a pebble and gently throw it so as not to break the window.
All right, I guess that would be
Maybe a force?
maybe a force. I was thinking force, yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe force.
I'm down with that. I'm in theory good at that. Yeah, I got a success.
All right.
A success.
Yeah, you find a small rock and you throw it up there and you hear it hit the window. Some birds scatter off the roof. You wait a couple minutes. Nothing.
That's weird. Maybe I don't exactly have the image because I, for some reason, can't view this, but I imagine I could climb up this building. Is that accurate?
Yeah, you could probably climb up the building. Why can't you?
It's because I don't have a
I'll put- I'll-
word installed.
Let me see if I can just copy.
I'll take a
this.
screenshot of it and put it in there.
Thanks,
There you
Isabella.
go. What's a screenshot?
Yeah.
No, I don't know why it saved it as that. As I exported the file from Adobe, it saved it as a doc
Yeah.
file. I don't know. Whatever.
Thinking about it. Yeah, he'll try and shimmy up to get a look in that window.
You gonna try and climb all the way? How? Let's see.
Again, I don't have the image yet. It's
So-
thinking about it.
There's
It's coming. Here you go.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
There's a couple silos that lead
it
up
is a
to a
wackadoo
slanted
house.
roof.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Mhm.
I see.
So there are a couple of silos that lead to a slanted roof, to another slanted roof. It would be tough to get all the way to the top window.
Never mind. I don't think I can jump up.
You could probably use a move to get up to the second story, and maybe if you had enough successes, probably 2 successes or more, to see into that first window above the slanted roof there, over the front door, that roof.
I think it would be funny if I fell and failing this roll, so I'm going to attempt it. I succeeded. with 2 successes.
All right. So you're able to shimmy up there and make lots of banging and clanging noise along the way.
Yeah.
It's all right. I don't think they can hear you. I don't think they're home.
You look in the second window. Phew, excuse me.
Bless you.
Whew, glad I caught that one and didn't like go all over the camera. That would have been bad.
4D streams.
Is that window? I'm looking at the map trying to see where that window is so I can tell you what. Yeah. So you look in this window and there is lots of computer equipment. There's a Commodore 64 sitting on the desk. This is where that bundle of cables kind of runs down the wall and comes in the side of the house right here. There's tons of computer equipment, file cabinets. It looks like a home office. Whereas downstairs it just looked like a desk, you know.
Is the window locked, Freddy?
I don't know. Let me check.
It is locked. Yes.
It's locked.
Damn. These are some suspicious people. They must think somebody's going to try to just walk in the house.
Home security is no joke. If I had ill intentions, I could have broken in.
Well, Freddy.
I don't know that we should do that, though. That seems kind of not good.
You're right, Freddy.
There's a lot of computers in here, though, and I see cables galore.
Well, they're not doing us any good in there. So how about search around the outside of the house.
Okay. So around the outside of the house, are you looking for anything specific or just what's there? You just want
looking for clues.
You're not really finding anything outside. You're not going to find anything out. The only things you're really going to find are in the silos they're just stockpiles of, you open the door, they're not locked to the silos. You open the door and just piles of food that look like it's food for, well, it looks like reptile food actually. You've seen these little pellets at the pet store that they feed the reptiles.
Well, he's not home. His bike was in the woods, but he wasn't there. I didn't see any sign of him in the woods. Did you?
I didn't. Where could he have gone?
Well, is it all right? Like my dad works at the Loop, right? I'm sure Freddy's dad does too, right?
Yeah, sure.
What is the possibility of actually calling dad at work? Like, is there a chance that?
Yeah, you can
Like,
call him.
are they like, okay? Well, I gotta get to a phone first. Well, listen. Well, I can call my dad and we can see if Pele's parents are there at work.
I don't want to bring you down, but isn't your father deceased?
Damn.
But we could call my dad. He's still alive. Just like
Right, so
Timmy, I hope.
Yeah. Let's wind that back a little bit. If my dad was alive.
It's a good idea, though.
Maybe, but your dad is still alive.
For now.
Once you ask your dad if Pele's mom and dad are at work or.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he knows where Haley's mother is. They're pretty close, suspiciously so.
To the phone.
To the phone. Oh no. That's probably a ways back, huh?
There's a phone on the desk inside you saw.
If only we could go inside.
You know, could you what 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 kind of lock is it? Is it something you might be able to use the screwdriver to jimmy the lock on the window? Perhaps one a little closer to the ground? Or
Yeah, if you wanted to try to use a tinker to pick the lock or something, you could do that. Sure.
all right, let's
I'll
try
let
that.
you do that.
Where did you get these screwdrivers from? They're marked as school property.
Borrowed them from the custodian.
Oh, that's really nice of him.
Yes.
Borrowed.
All right. One success.
Yes.
All right. You're able to
I was gonna.
were you working
Do
on
my
a door
pride.
or a window?
You know what? Just let me do a door.
Okay. You pop open the door pretty easily. And as soon as you do, you see the whole inside of the house starts lighting up with red lights flashing
don't-
on and off. And next to the door is a keypad.
I hope they don't have an Ed 209.
Whoa. Weird decorating scheme.
Is not making any noise. It's just doing the
Nope,
flashing.
it's just flashing.
Is it a silent alarm?
There's no audible sounds. Yeah, it's just flashing
Oh,
red lights.
Is it like a timer? Like I got 30 seconds to put the code in or something?
You
Or
can use
I don't know.
you don't know. You could try to use a program on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, that's the one I get to throw 6 dice for.
And don't forget you have luck and you can push and
And your pride too.
Well,
That's a-
I
that's
was
a
gonna
nice
use
boost, yeah.
I was gonna use my pride to
you have
now
a
pride just gives you success, right?
pride.
Instant success.
Yeah, your pride is your calculator, correct? Your pocket calculator.
Yes. Damn. All right, I got 1 success.
Oh, that's the iconic item. If you're using that, you get a extra dice bonus.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, additional one. And you can use that once per game.
Oh, you
I'll
can
get a-
use your you can use your
items you can use,
item
yeah.
as much as you want.
I get a +2 dice bonus
with your pocket calculator. Yes,
Yeah.
you do.
Okay.
All right.
That's my Texas Instruments.
TI 34.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
good. Yeah, I got a. So that's 2 successes.
All right. So you a little readout pops up and it says C console. The red lights are still flashing. And
Do you
Okay.
think they need the Commodore 64?
Yeah, let's go for the console.
I think that's upstairs.
Is there a console closer?
no.
All right. Upstairs.
And as you go in, yeah. All right. Is that a handout that I can give you? I think that is a handout. I can actually use a regular handout. Give you a handout. As you get in fully into the house, you realize, take just a quick glance around. You see that indeed every wall is covered in glass cases, terrariums, all different types of reptiles are here. And there's even a couple that you see have fish and snakes. There's a couple turtles, just all sorts of creepy, like, wow, this is some weird stuff. Why would somebody have all this? And it doesn't look like they're pets. Just because of the way they're stacked, it doesn't look like a pet kind of situation.
These are like science experiments.
Perhaps. All right. So you run up the stairs. Yes. And it's that handout. This one you should not have any issues opening
Fingers crossed.
because it's a PDF.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
All right.
Yes.
So you open, you run upstairs and find the console on the second floor in the home office. And the console, you've tried this several times to turn off the alarm. And it says, system alarm, undiagnosed existential dilemma in Sector 5, 3, and 6-7. Probable trauma to bioelectrical neuroprocessor. Radical system shift. No possible system change projection. Danger to system or other life form estimated to be 98.76%. There are multiple reboot failures and system shutdown failure, an override with a system alarm failure, and warning, cognitive overload is imminent. All systems in danger. Burnout estimated within 48 hours. So as you see this, and you turn around, you turn around, there's a door that leads out of the home office. And there's a cable package that goes into the next room.
Is there a printer? Can I just like hit like print screen?
Yeah, there's a printer attached, and it makes the
All right.
dot
I know
matrix.
it'll probably take a few. Yeah.
I'll stand by the printer.
Well, that might take a while. Let's see if we can find some more clues. Let's
Wait,
follow
that
this
was a
cable.
clue? I didn't really get what that was saying other than danger.
Well, let's follow these cables and see where they go.
So they go
Okay.
back across the landing of the stairwell to a door that's right there at the top of the stairs, opposite side of where you were. And the door to that room is closed, but there's a wooden sign painted on the door. It says Pele.
All right.
Oh, it's Pele's room.
Go ahead and open it.
Okay. We're teammates, so he won't mind this intrusion of privacy.
Well, I mean, you can knock first.
Good point.
He'll knock first.
Of course, no one answers.
All right, I'll open it.
All right. And under the glow of the still flashing red lights, oh wait, no, you had 2 successes, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So the lights stopped. Sorry. My apologies. Want to make sure. All right. You open the door and what do you see? Let me see.
This room is so dark. Let me hit the light switch.
There you go. You turn on the light switch. And in the kind of in the center of the room, I was on the wrong page of the module. Sorry. There appears to be this strange mechanical contraption. All the cables from the other room run across the ceiling and down into this pod, I guess you would call it. It looks like a bed. There's a pillow and a blanket and a teddy bear, and it's a Teddy Ruxpin, actually.
Those have tapes. That's a clue.
It's mine now.
Freddie swaps out the Teddy Ruxpin story for his mixtape.
Maria.
Nobody ever did that. I used to
You're
put,
my
I used to put
obsession.
Guns N' Roses tapes in Teddy Ruxpin. Anyway, that's a story for another day. Showing my age.
All right, I'm just worried about this existential dilemma.
All right. There
Hang
is
on.
a small computer console here,
Mhm.
as well as the one in the other room. Um,
Is there like a normal bed or anything in this room, or this is it? This is the pod room.
this is his bedroom. There's otherwise it looks like a normal 12-year-old's room. There's a toy chest. There's books. There's drawings all over the walls. Um, roll and investigate, both of you, and
What? I think I know what this. I'll go rip that paper out and bring it back if it's finished printing.
I can't believe I still got a success. This makes no sense. I have 3 dice.
I'll roll. I got 3 dice too.
Maybe.
No. Oh
we
yeah,
are-
yeah, got one.
We're
All right.
weirdly the duo that is good at
It's-
investigating. We shouldn't be, by all accounts.
I know the lights are burnt out here in the studio, and my dice are really dark. So I'm having to use the light from the monitor.
all right. So both of you
Three
get a
dice.
success, and at about the same time, you're kind of looking around the walls. You notice there's this one picture that seems to be drawn in different styles, watercolors, and crayon, and charcoal pencils, just over and over and over. And it's a picture of the Loop's cooling towers.
You know, I think
off in the distance.
I think I may have put something together.
What's that?
Is the paper finished printing? If not, I'll just go.
Sure.
Come look.
Okay.
All right, so obviously they're doing something. They're running something to Pele
Like they're trying to make him stronger?
or something. And we have an existential dilemma. This might be
Make an empathize.
whatever it
roll
is. I
at the
think
end of this.
something is wrong with Pele, and it's got his mind messed up. Cognitive overload,
Yeah.
and he's gonna die.
Oh no.
Maybe he's
I
got
like-
like 40. He's got like 48 hours left.
That's 2 days. When did this happen?
The date log on this is last night, about 8 o'clock last night.
Well, that's good. We need to find Pele and fast.
And how?
Maybe there's a clue on these things of the cooling towers. He seems obsessed with them.
That's what I think.
About that time, Freddie, your stomach rumbles as you realize you're
Again?
hungry.
Yeah,
You just
those
ate my
meatballs,
SpaghettiOs.
they're not that filling. You only have enough meatballs for a 10-year-old girl, and I'm a 13-year-old boy.
Station. All right.
Yeah, let me go check their fridge real quick. Although, with Pele, maybe he's like a robot guy and doesn't eat.
That's what I'm thinking. There might be like a can of motor oil in there. I don't know. But then there's all these lizards.
I don't want to eat a lizard.
About
Oh,
that time,
maybe-
you say there's all these lizards, and you see a tail about 4 feet long go past the door and kind of head down the stairs. Big, bright green, spiky tail.
Get it?
That's not a dog.
Well, maybe it's Pele. Maybe his parents are experimenting with turning him into a cyborg lizard.
Is that what an existential dilemma is? Maybe. All right.
I think existential dilemma is something like imminent death or something.
Oh,
Oh,
Well,
on the chat.
grab one of those papers and I'll push ahead with my hockey stick and move it out of the way with force if necessary.
Scotty, I was worried it was Fred's dad. Ah, bad news for the team. Chat, y'all are doing great tonight. Keep it up. Sorry I haven't been able to keep as much attention to chat as normal, but
We're gonna get saved when we're in trouble and his car comes out of nowhere and just takes out Pele.
um
I don't know. Whatever that is, there an empty cage in here? An empty aquarium?
no.
All right, yeah, I'll lead the way with my hockey
Freddy.
stick.
Yeah, and I'll be right behind you with my screwdriver and lunchbox.
That sounds more aggressive than mine.
Spirit magic helmet. All right. You get down to the kitchen and you see the back door that was there. You open up the fridge and there's regular food in there. Nothing crazy or outrageous. Some slices of some cheese, pickles, typical stuff that you would find in a refrigerator.
Freddy, there's a giant lizard on the loose and you're digging in the fridge?
I just wanted some of this cheese. Let's get out of here. And make sure to close the door on the way. We don't want his pet getting out.
And about that time, you see the whole thing as it slumbers into the kitchen, because you had come down and cut through the back room, the back behind the stairs to get into the kitchen, and it went into the living room, and it comes in the other door of the kitchen, and this is about a 7-8 foot iguana, just fat, lazy, lumbering, big iguana, just comes just like walking into the room. You did notice the back doors just outside the kitchen. Quickly make a quick investigate roll as you're leaving the room.
This one seems like the most important.
Ooh, got
Maybe
one.
you got
I
one?
got a 1, 2, 3. That's nothing.
You add it up and it's a success, but too bad it doesn't work that way. Isabella, you grab your lunchbox off of the table, and some papers slide, and you look down and there's a letter on the table written in very nice handwriting, and it starts out with "Dear Sister!" !
This could be a clue.
So you grab the letter and head out the door, or do you want to read
Yes.
the letter in the kitchen with the iguana?
Yeah. Let's back out with a hockey stick in between us and the lizard. Is that what an alligator looks like? This is Boulder City. They're not usually around here.
It's an alligator.
It's a zergling. I don't know.
It might as well be. I don't know.
You hit some poor feller's dog, Sarge. All right.
Oh, we're a mess. This is so much fun. This game is a lot of fun, y'all.
Sarge.
Hey, real quick, I just looked at the time. Do either of y'all need to take a break? We've been at this about 2 hours.
If y'all want to, we can.
I'm good to go if y'all are good
I'm
to go
good
for a little while
yeah,
longer.
I'm
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you want to read the letter that you just found?
Yeah, we're throwing in overtime, man. Let's do it. We're gonna find Pele.
While you're reading, I'm going to go throw that thing a bucket of the reptile food.
Okay.
He'll just basically pop open the bag and just chuck the whole bag in.
Right on. Hey,
It looks hungry.
that's better than what the last group did. I'll just say that. After this, y'all can go
They
watch the episode that they did.
let
They
that
blew
thing
up
run around
Pele's
the
house.
Oh no.
We wouldn't
Mass
burn.
casualties.
This is not the appropriate character to burn down houses.
They blew up the feed silos.
No.
Well, don't tell us. Come on.
It was hilarious. Sorry. Do one of y'all want to read the letter, or do you want me to read
Yeah,
it?
I'm reading the letter while he's
All right.
throwing lizard slop on people's floor.
Would you like to read it out loud, or so that the folks at home can know what the letter also reads?
Yes, go ahead. I'll read it out loud in Game Master's voice. Go.
All right. Dear sister! Exclamation point. I write to you now with trembling hands, with the knowledge that all that really matters to me, my little boy, could have been taken away from me just a couple of minutes ago. I saw it through the window, how Pele was run over by a car.
Dad.
And you know who was driving it. Before I could run out from the house, Pele was up on his feet, and they talked to each other. Then he came in. I was frozen to my chair, and I still can't feel my feet and hands. But his head is full of images of what could have happened. My head, is full of images of what could have happened. Dear sister, they are gruesome pictures. The scariest thing is that Pele won't admit that it happened, though I saw it with my own eyes. Should I seek help? I know he won't agree to have his head examined. He became very upset when I asked to look at him. Everything is fine right now. And maybe that makes me overreact. The move here has become everything we could have hoped for. Pele has made some friends at school, and he's doing well with homework and sports. I just don't want to think about what we will do in a couple of years when we have to move away again. I hope we can go somewhere close to here so that we can still see you. How are your projects anyway? I hate thinking of you in that smelly little bunker out on Cape Horn. You know you can always stay here, but I won't nag you about it anymore. Pele's doing something upstairs. He talks to himself as if he's upset, and he throws things on the floor. I better go see if he's okay. There endeth the letter.
Just so I know, Cape Horn is like not even remotely around here, right? Or is it?
Actually, yeah, the Cape Horn is on Lake Mead,
Oh, okay.
just there by the Hoover Dam, actually.
Uh-huh.
Does Isabella, you got a better look. Does this look like the stationery that Pele's mom uses?
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
I'm gonna ask a crazy question. Does Timmy look like Pele?
I don't. Does Timmy look like Pele? Oh, you're asking Game Master, not me. Okay.
No.
Maybe she has bad eyesight and she just saw Timmy get hit instead of Pele.
Well, no, we know something's going on wacky with Pele. He's got some kind of crazy sleepy chamber in his room
Oh,
with
right.
wires going to it. And according to that readout, a bioelectrical neuroprocessor.
Yeah, Fred just has a blank stare.
Radical systems. I don't know. Is he?
I guess we could go out and talk to the sister.
And you see, as you're standing outside, I guess, talking about this, on the car, you see a sticker on the window, and it says Lake Mead Marina Parking Pass.
No.
Can you drive?
Not
You're
a
a teenager.
chance. 13?
But-
I don't know. It seems young.
But you're old.
That I am, and wise. But I don't know that I can drive.
What time of day is it?
Early afternoon. It's about 2:00. Do we need a quick recap?
No, I don't
Okay.
know. I don't think so. I don't know if not.
Well, I think I'm good, but how far away is Lake Mead?
Oh,
Yeah.
great question. Let's pull up the map. I'll send you all the map real quick.
Because yeah,
It's a pretty
wondering,
good
like,
haul, and you did not bring your bikes.
But we
There-
have a bike.
There is a bus system here that does exist, and I say that because I let the other game use it if they wanted to. So out of time.
That makes sense.
Map. Where are you? Characters map. There you are. So this is a 2-page PDF. The map.
Nice.
And this one I might be able to drag over for.
Beautiful map. We're the bottom one, though.
Yes, we're
I
the
see.
bottom one. That's why I kind of made
Yeah.
it was important where we were playing.
There's Cape Horn.
Wait, you dropped something else in there.
What's the distance? Okay. All right, so that's like 5 miles at least, like more like 7 or so from the top of the town. So yeah, that's a good distance.
Yeah, that's a pretty good. It's about 10 to 12 miles to Cape Horn, and probably about 7 to the Lake Mead Marina, and probably about 5 or 6 to the cooling towers, and the main.
We
reactor.
never make it. We never make it there and back before dinner.
That's true.
How
It's
much
a good
time do you
thing he's got
estimate?
another
How much-
day.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's got what 30 something or 24 hours left.
It happened about 8 o'clock the night before. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so about 30 hours.
All right. Well, I guess we can try. Maybe we should just go home, and then in the morning go out there.
But don't we have school tomorrow?
Tomorrow's Friday. And Isabella, you have a big math test tomorrow.
It's weird
Well, I
that we
guess we could
didn't
take
see
the
the
bus.
mom. Yeah, I agree.
I know.
It's up to you, though. We could go to the cooling towers or the marina. I'm good with either.
All right. Is there some kind of role that I can make? Okay, so
Sure. Make an
area
empathy
is
roll.
the area right? But is the area of the loop is it broken down into sectors like 5.3 and 60? Is that something I would recognize, or is that just something totally different?
What do you mean? Are you seeing something on the map that you're asking
there-
about?
No, on that printout it said the limit in sector 5.3. I'm wondering if that's
Oh,
an
in
actual
that.
location or if that's just like a sector in a program, or something like.
Tell you what, roll your program and see if you can understand what that means.
I'll use my. Is that something I can use my calculator for?
Sure. It will say there's a math formula that you decide to use to try and figure that out.
Nah, that's not. No, I won't do that. It's kind of cheese.
Oh my
All right,
goodness.
one success.
One success.
Mhm.
You think that this is sectors of a program,
Okay,
sectors of a computer program.
gotcha. So it's like actual. It's part of his biological electrical neural processor,
Perhaps.
aka brain. All right.
Oh. He's got brain problems.
Well, I don't know. He does. There's a picture of these towers in his room. So why would you have that in your room? Maybe that is.
Yeah. He's
And
not
if
a
he
bad
is-
artist.
And if he is a robo boy, maybe let's go there.
All right. That works for me.
I was in the back of Bella's mind. I was crushing on a science experiment, boy.
He was designed to be attractive, maybe.
All right, so y'all want to head out to towards the cooling towers? Is that
Yeah,
your
let's
plan?
jump
Yeah.
the bus.
Hop on the Loop Express, and you get the afternoon express that's going out to the DART, the Department of Advanced Research into Teleportation, the DART bus. And it's oftentimes you would ride the bus out here to meet your parents, to what to do whatever out here after work or whatever, or you'd even go out to the lake, to the marina, and hang out. So you're familiar with how to get there. There is a stop at Hemingway Park. There's a stop at then the road tees off and cuts right through the main part of town. There are no stops inside. You see the gray area that's kind of bounding the what says main reactor cooling towers.
Mhm.
There's a gate that the bus has to go through on both sides of that, and that's a big fenced, walled off and fenced area right there. So there are no stops inside that. The next stop is all the way up at the water systems, Southern Nevada Water Systems.
So as we're kind of getting to the gate, I guess Fred had kind of turned to Isabella.
Isabella, what's the plan to get out within the gates?
I don't know yet.
We're almost there.
And you can see the fence, and you can see the cooling towers off in the distance. There are 3 of them. And if you see my background is kind of what you see as the cooling towers.
All right, and we need to get off the bus before it passes through the gates to get to the towers.
Well, we gotta get out while we're between the gates. Maybe, if I'm understanding right.
Because, like, basically that red zone, we'd have to go into the red zone, get out before the bus goes out of the red
Or
zone.
get off
again,
the
right?
bus before and try to find a way in. So you can get off the bus before or after. I'm just telling you where the nearest stops are, not where the bus is.
Gotcha. Yes.
So you would either have to escape the bus inside the red zone or get off the bus ahead of time and then try to get into the red zone. You could also keep going on 93 and go to the Hoover Dam Lodge, or but that takes you further away
Yeah.
from your goal.
Does it stop at the campground? Kind of north of the reactor a little?
No, the wording's kind of in a weird place there. The spot for that is actually on the beach. You see where
Oh, I
that
see.
dotted line comes in, the ferry path that comes in right there?
Yep.
That's where the
That's
campground
that
actually is.
campground. Okay. I see.
All right, 'cause I'm not seeing the map. I think that's my problem.
Oh, you're not
I'm
looking
trying
at the
to
map?
open it.
Okay.
Well, I'm trying to open it, but I think I'm having trouble downloading. Oh, there it goes. Whoa, how big is that thing? Whoa. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just the download because I'm on this hotspot.
Well, let me do this. Well, it's gonna.
Well, I mean, I'll trust Nathan's interpretation.
I can screen share, but it might mess up the stream for a second until I can move.
No,
it.
don't worry about it.
Yeah. I think we see is so the lodge, that's like a mile out if we stopped at the lodge.
Yeah, about.
Okay.
It depends. We could walk there. That might be
Yeah.
the easiest. I don't know that we can stop a bus. I mean, we could ask the driver, but he'd probably say no.
All right, and it won't stop at the lodge.
Oh, it'll stop at the lodge. Yeah.
All right, maybe I'm not understanding.
So we stop at the lodge, then go and sneak through the fence.
Yeah,
Yeah. Let's do that.
sounds good to me. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, we'll do it that way. Now you can. I just put it as a screenshot so you can kind of see what's going on, Jesse.
Nice.
Okay.
It might have been the easier way to do it all along. I'm sorry, Isabella. It's the bus route map. So you're on Highway 93. It comes out of Boulder City. You cut through Hemingway Park. There's a stop there for Hemingway Park. It goes up, and then the road forks, right? And the bus.
It's not even okay. I'm just gonna trust Nathan's judgment on this.
Okay.
I can see it, but when I click on it to bring it up, it won't blow up. It's got to be my connection.
Yeah, you're a little out of focus and a little garbly, so yeah, it's probably your connection. So
all right. So I don't want to tempt it. So
okay. So you want to get off at the Hoover Dam Lodge? Is that what you're
and then
thinking?
we'll find a way to sneak to the fence. Yes.
All right.
Because if I go monkeying around and it crashes, and then it'll take forever for it to
That's a good
blow
point.
back up. So
All right.
Oh, we're not talking about the bus. I understand.
Oh.
we don't want the bus to crash either.
Keep my dad away
Or-
from it then.
Or, and that keeps bothering me too. Is your dad? I mean, can it be a coincidence that they both get hit by a car? Timmy
I
and
don't
Pele?
think so.
It was
It seems
sketchy. Who that
And
was
I think
named.
my dad's been hanging around a lot with Pele's mother.
I don't know,
All
maybe
right.
when we get to the lodge, we should drop a dime and see if we can call the hospital to see if that actually. Well, no, because everybody else would know the difference between Pele and Timmy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We still haven't seen his mom, too, which is kind of weird.
I don't know. Maybe we'll find something here at these towers.
All
We've
right.
met his mom, right?
You've probably seen his mom at practice. Man, my green screen is getting.
She didn't look like a giant iguana. Just checking.
Yeah, didn't look like a giant iguana. No. Wow, look at those captions. That's good job, Captionator.
It's trying. It's doing its best.
trying. Hey, it's better than nothing. All right.
Ooh.
So what? You went ooh.
I was making something for the translator caption
Oh.
things.
Okay. All right. As you get a little closer,
Caption that.
it says
That iguana is barking. I can hear it all the way from here.
It was a dog.
oh, you guys. The 3 cooling towers are positioned well above the loop. Go ahead.
Me, what are reptiles? They're like, okay. So what would you be experimenting on a reptile? What makes reptiles regeneration? What if there's something? Oh, what if there was something wrong with Pele, and his parents are trying to fix him, like using. You understand what I'm saying?
No. I do.
Maybe.
Nathan behind is agreeing,
Yeah.
but
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Let's just get to this tower. Maybe it'll unlock some clues. Your dad's got some splaining to do.
Oh boy. Wow.
I've always thought Pele was a little cold-blooded, though.
Takes you a while to get out here. And then the walk takes you about an hour to walk the mile. Your little legs don't walk that fast.
You could hop on my shoulder.
Mm-mm. You ain't that cool. You ain't that cool, Freddy.
Okay.
And as you get a little closer, you see there's a giant metal fence that surrounds the entire complex as you get a little closer into it. You guys can roll and investigate first, and then
The dice
One.
have turned. Oh,
Yep, one.
dynamic duo right there.
so you both
Hey, the
got
other dice, the other two dice are both threes. I can add them together and have 2 successes.
if only it worked that way. So you both got a success, right?
Sounds like it.
All right. So we will say that Freddie, you see off kind of on the far right side, seems to be a couple of guards just kind of lazily patrolling the fence line, walking away from you. And then Isabella, you spotted just a little opening in the metal fence, probably not much bigger than the size of a dog or maybe a small animal to crawl through, but there's an opening in the fence.
Freddie, there's an opening in the fence. We could squeeze through.
I think you might be able to, but it's going to be tough for me. I'll wedge it open wider with my hockey stick.
All right, use a force
All right. With a +2.
with a +2. That's right, because you're using your item.
This is iconic.
I could have calculated how much you needed to wedge it open.
I've managed 1 success on my tin die, but that might be enough.
Nice, got 1 success. That's fantastic. Yeah, it is enough. Actually, you're able to wedge it open. Let's both of you you wedge it open enough for Isabella to get through comfortably. How do you plan on getting through? You're gonna try and hold it, like bend the metal back, or
I don't see a way around this.
because now that you've got it
Maybe
open,
we
you're
can-
like, if you let it go, you know it's just gonna close the hole back. You're gonna have to pry it open again.
Hey, could I wedge one of the screwdrivers into it to hold it?
Sure, you can jam one in the ground and wedge it against it. Sure,
That's what
Good
I
thinking.
did.
we'll let you do that. And
Wedge jam, wedge jam.
wedge jam, best
Mhm.
flavored jam. And
Mm-hmm.
you
Good
hold
jelly
the door
don't shake
open.
like that.
Yeah.
Squeeze through.
You both squeeze through, and as you get
Turn
through,
your head to the right.
Ouch.
roll a sneak as you're getting through the fence, and then
Uh-oh.
Let me see if I have that. I steal stuff. I should be able to sneak right. Yeah. Oh man. Negative.
well, it's not looking like a bad day of Blackrock.
Mm-mm.
As you get through, the screwdriver finally gives way, and the fence slams closed behind you and lets out a large clang. And you both freeze for a moment. And you look up, and you see the guards kind of turn around and look in the direction of the noise. What do you want to do?
Is it tall grass?
That's fairly
Is it high
tall. Yeah.
grass?
It's fairly
So
tall.
if we just drop flat in it,
I'm going to make
like,
a
would
run
conceal
for
us?
it.
You're gonna make a run for it.
That might help you sneaking.
Wait, did you make your sneak?
No, not even close.
Okay.
So they turn around, and so you're gonna actually make a run for it, Freddie?
Yeah.
All right, Isabel, what are you doing? You gonna hide in the grass?
I was going to drop down and drop prone in the high grass.
Okay. Freddie, as you get ready to bolt, you see on the cooling tower closest to you, there's a ladder that goes up to a platform. It looks like you might be able to reach it if you can.
Yeah. That's what I'll run towards. They won't expect me to go up.
All
I
right.
failed, but I will use my pride of my strong biceps. I might just make it barely to the ladder, but then I'll climb it so quickly with my biceps.
There you go. Nice, nice. So yeah, you actually you get climbed up, but you see them. They're running towards where Isabella was. They actually where Isabella is hiding because they didn't see you run because they were focused on the fence and they were scanning the fence line.
Oh,
They
no.
didn't see you run, so they're running towards Isabella. Who's go ahead and make if you're gonna try and hide and sneak through the grass,
Yes.
go ahead and make a sneak roll.
All right. How do I use luck points? They just each one counts as a success.
No, it gets you to re-roll a failed die.
Oh, okay.
Is mini failed die on one roll?
I
Is
think
that
it's
right?
as many failed die as you want, yeah. Or an entire roll, I think.
Ooh.
They give
Yeah.
you the chance to re-roll
Right.
dice. That's all it says.
There you go.
And the way we played it in the last game was you could re-roll your entire dice pool with one luck point. That's how we played it in the last
That-
game. So
That looks correct based on what I'm looking at here.
it's kind of the way we talked about it, and that's kind of so your entire dice pool you can re-roll with a luck point.
All right. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't need to. I got one success.
All right, so you're able to sneak quickly, low crawling through the grass. The whole time in the back of your mind, you're like, "Mother's going to be so angry that I got grass stains on my shirt and my pants." But it's for Pele. I have to do it.
I saw this on an after school special once.
Oh no, is Paley doing drugs?
He's doing lizard drugs.
Are you gonna get up there and try and hide again, Freddy? On the platform, you climb up to the platform and you see the guards walking that
he'll
way.
drop low. He'll drop low. If he's looking back and seeing that they don't seem to notice Isabella, he'll try and get low. Maybe they won't notice him. That
wait.
said, I don't feel
Knock one of
strong.
them out. Knock one of them out with my strawberry shortcake.
I-
My rainbow.
I got
Bright
two
voice
successes. I don't think they think to look up. This is classic bad guy behavior right there.
It is.
I
It
don't know,
is.
man. I'm hanging
Um,
It
6
was
feet
just
off
the
the
wind.
ground. Yeah. You hear
It was
something?
the wind.
Yeah.
and you see them. They're kind of looking at it. One of them kicks the fence, and it makes a clang noise that it made when the screwdriver fell out. They like shrug and just turn around and start walking back. Kind of like, well, must have been an animal or something. Joe, yeah,
Must
yeah,
have been the
Bob.
wind.
Must have been the wind. I didn't make any successes, so they didn't even see the screwdriver still laying in the grass.
Gotta grab that.
Poor Pele. Oh, welcome back, LK. Glad to have you back. Hope you had a good run.
All right.
So
I'm gonna grab my screwdriver and so go ahead
no, you got your screwdriver. All right.
and try to get up there with Freddy.
Yeah, damned iguanas. That's what it was. It was those iguanas. It's wild. Those wild iguanas that roam the loop lands. Yeah, you're able to get up there without too much trouble. And when you
Nice
both
job climbing.
you both get to the top and you see there is basically this little platform that you're kind of squatting on, hiding in the shadows, and then there's a set of double doors that open into this. And just as Isabella gets to the top, you hear a whistle sound, just a loud like horn, like boom, for about 10 seconds. And you know this sound.
For these things.
Yeah.
Do that?
Yeah, it happens every day at 6 p.m.
In hindsight, we should have waited till 6 to go through the gate.
It happens every day at 6 p.m. So you know what time it is. It's 6 p.m.
I'm late. I'm going to be grounded.
Yeah, we're in trouble.
Oh well.
But our friend is in trouble, bigger, so we have to save him.
Right behind a door. That seems achievable.
Did you say achievable?
No, achievable.
Okay. All right.
This
The
time,
doors-
I won't knock. I'll just try and open it.
Yeah, as you reach for it, you notice that the bottom of the door is kind of pried open. It doesn't look like it's latched all the way at all. Actually, it's already open. You pull the door open, and there's a small hallway in. It's about 20 foot long. What's that, about 4 meters? I got corrected the other day because I had someone in my game that wasn't from a feet country, and I was using feet. So try and be open to all those measurement people out there. So, but I guess that's about 20 meters. I don't know. I'm not a meters guy.
It's 3
Is it a
feet.
long hallway or a short hallway?
It's roughly 3 feet per meter.
Yeah. So,
So
Yeah,
if it's
they-
20, decent sized.
yeah, it's long, 20 foot long and about 10 feet wide. It's obviously a service entrance. There's like, stainless steel bolted up against the walls.
Do we notice any signs of fresh activity? Like, I don't know, candy bar wrappers or, I don't know, sneaker feet?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pencil
Something-
erasers?
Yeah.
You do hear some noise actually coming from, as you get a little closer, you notice that it opens up into a very large vault. It's well lit. Where did Discord go? Discord
Let's go
disappeared off my taskbar.
Let's go take a look and see if Pele's in a vault.
Yes, I have your back. And I'm going to let Fred go first with Lucille. I mean, his hockey stick.
Maria, too. Like your sister, the one I'm dating. Uh-oh, that's a clue.
Maybe
Is all you eat Pop-Tarts, Isabella? Good Lord.
Oh, that was a fake. It was like, oh, gang me with a spoon, kind of.
Oh,
oh boy.
Pop-Tarts are good.
So
I
this is
did see a commercial for those new toaster strudels, though. Unless that was the 90s. Sorry.
so this is about 10 meters across and about 15 meters wide. It looks like. There are 3 doors, and the noise that you hear is coming from the one from kind of the doorway on the left that goes the same direction as the door you came in. So you've got a door to the right, door to the left, and then a door in the left side in front. Right. So
I say let's go towards the noise.
yeah, good thinking. That
It's-
usually means there's something there.
So the noises you hear, kind of interesting actually. They're very robotic noises. There are whirls and lawnmowers. And as you get closer, you hear music. And you see, as you get closer, the doors open a little bit. You see lights flashing in the hallway. And then you hear something slam against the wall, metal on metal, clanging, buzzing, electrical noises.
I think this might be a good time to attempt to sneak. To move quietly or, unless that's not an issue.
It sounds pretty loud, but I suppose we could
Yeah.
try.
Yeah, you can try to sneak if you want to. You remember, you can do anything you want to do in Tales from the Loop.
We'll tiptoe.
Like Bob Ross here, you can be
One success.
anything you want to be
In Tales from the Loop.
in Tales from the Loop. That's right. Oh
When's the
wow!
Bob Ross RPG coming out? Come on, let's get on that.
Hey, don't give away my ideas on stream, man. That's like
Roll for perm.
No successes.
we'd have to fight the. Never mind. That's a whole nother. We'll have that conversation on the Discord. Don't forget to join our Discord, everybody. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. So y'all are sneaking closer and closer, doing like the Scooby-Doo tippy toes walk, right? And you get up
I
to
got
the
one
door and
success.
it's just barely open, but you can see
Yeah.
that
Let's peek.
you peek in the
You
door.
peek to the top because you're tall, and I'll peek to the bottom because
Yeah.
I'm not tall.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So you peek through and you see
You're so old.
just all of these machines, these contraptions, just kind of whirling around and going haywire. But then you see behind all of it, you see Pele.
Little buddy.
The blonde haired 12-year-old boy, a little small for his size, standing there.
And these things are like orbiting him, kind of. Or...
Kind of, yeah. Like he's just standing there and they're all just kind of swirling around him.
No wonder his mom thought he got hit by a car. That lawnmower almost took his head off.
Is he like, am I picturing this right? He's like telekinesis or
Yeah, it kind of looks like that. That he's just standing there and all of these things are just swirling around him. And then suddenly,
this looks like from Poltergeist.
Oh, I didn't watch that. Too scary.
I thought you were brave.
No,
I'm gonna tell
I heard
my
a rumor
sister
they
that.
use real skeletons.
Yeah, that's why it's too scary. No bones about it.
All right, we're gonna go into what's called extended trouble. This is the part I said we would come to later. I didn't want to.
We're in existential trouble.
What a dilemma.
Suddenly, you see Pele stick his hand out. He makes a fist, and the door just crumples off of the hinges. And he looks at you and he says, "Why would you come after me? You're here to take me away.
No,
You are
we're your
working for
friend.
them."
I don't have a
Pele.
job.
We're worried about you, Pele. What's going on?
And he's "You're here to stop us. You're here to stop us all. I'm not going to go with you. You leave now, or else we will finish you."
But Pele, I think you're in trouble. I think you're in danger. Look, I printed this out from a computer by your. No,
Your
try
mom's
to hand it to
computer?
him.
Yeah.
All right, so
I'll try to hand it to him.
all right. As you do that, I'm gonna explain the rules for extended trouble because they're a little bit different than everything else.
Alrighty.
So the way extended trouble works is there are 5 steps to extended trouble. They are set the stakes, threat level, make a plan, play the scenes, and the outcome. Okay, so setting the stakes is basically I will tell you what's at stake, and the bad stuff that can happen if you fail. The threat level is I'll determine how many total number of successes that you will need to beat the trouble. The trouble in this case is this situation, right? The threat level is set, and then
Oh man.
we move to making a plan where you two will make the plan of how you're going to approach this and do what you have to do, right? We'll play it out scene by scene. So you'll each get a turn to do an action, or you can do a combined action for one scene for both of you doing something. So if you're helping each other or something like that. Then the outcome at the end of each scene, we'll roll the dice, pushing rolls if you want to, or using luck or whatever, until we reach the threat level of the extended trouble. If the final sum of successes are less than half of the threat level, then you fail completely. if they are half or more of the threat level, it is a partial success. If you reach the threat level or above without checking extra conditions, then you achieve your goal and overcome the trouble. Does it make sense?
Yes, I think I was playing a game where that had something similar to that. But yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty common mechanic. The way they spell it out here is a little wordy and long, but I like the mechanic.
Yeah. Oh,
so,
and it's based on the number of kids. That's smart. I like that.
Yeah, it does scale based on the size of the group, so you don't have to reach the same number if you're playing with 2 people or 5 people. So trying to find where that scale is. Where did you see the scale?
It's on page 70 of the main book, but it says threat level of twice the number of kids is normal, 3 times is hard, 4 times is almost impossible.
That's right. Yeah. I see it. Yep. So the stakes here are rescuing Pele, right? Mm-hmm. If you fail to rescue Pele, he will turn on you and attack you, basically.
Got my screwdriver.
So we're gonna say that this is,
and it's a dirty screwdriver.
A dirty screwdriver.
I hear it's been fenced.
Oh, that's bad. Oh, see, that's why I keep you around, because oh, you're great at that.
Well, it was stolen.
Yeah. All right, so this isn't a super easy thing to do because he is being very aggressive towards you, and he has all this equipment around him. So
freaking flying lawnmowers, man.
Yeah. So we'll say this is a medium difficulty, which would be, how many successes is that?
6 successes between the 2 of us. Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
That actually is going to be kind of hard for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I think 6 was what the 3-player game had as well. So let's just we'll drop it down to the easy one.
4.
To the 4 successes. Yeah. 6 seems a little too hard for this, because I think you all have, well, we'll see what happens. I think y'all have the ability to do it. It's just a matter of. So next is, that's the threat level, making a plan. So you're going to decide what you want to do and agree on which skill each of you will use and in which order. So there's no initiative, right? You decide up front when you're going to go. Does Freddie go first? Does Isabella go first? Or do you wait until Pele goes? So, and then you take your actions.
Well, I'm not down for letting him throw a lawnmower at us first. So.
I
think I would like.
No. Sorry.
Yeah, I think that I would like to try to convince him that he's in danger, and show him this printout as proof. If that doesn't work, maybe you can knock him out with that hockey stick with Maria too.
I like that plan a lot. Maybe Fred's plan for that is to try and bat these things away with the stick, so that Isabella can get close enough to convince.
And I guess, what would that be? Heart?
Yeah, you would use your heart, probably empathize.
That would be mind then.
Or mind, yeah. So
which
leading is charm, heart, and contact. So heart is contact, charm, and lead. So mind would be empathy, because you're trying to show him, hey, I understand your situation. Look, we can help you. We can fix you. I think that leads more into the empathy.
All right, I got you.
So you want to use your empathy skill, and then Fred, you're going to use, you said your kind of defensive, like a force.
Yeah,
to kind of
I
knock
think he's kind of feeling forced. He's trying to protect Isabella. That's the main drive there.
So are you gonna kind of wade in and like try to clear a path? Is that your thought here?
Uh, kind of almost like bodyguard over her and just check anything that's trying to like come in and smack
Okay.
into us.
So
Yeah.
not like aggressively, you're just
Right, right.
glancing blows, defensive, and
Yep.
blocking. Okay. Okay.
Because Pele doesn't know what he's doing. He's a friend that doesn't understand.
And he's got flying lawnmowers.
And a dance light system and
Yeah.
a boom
That's
box
cool.
that comes on and starts playing music.
Oh
And-
wow.
Much of this is cool. Honestly, it's the lawnmowers that are the problem.
It's playing. We can dance if you want to.
He leans over and presses the turbo bass button on the boombox.
There's no way we can win. We must flee.
He has turbo bass. No.
All right.
right.
So when do we go? I don't know how this works.
You all will go first, and then basically as y'all are moving through, each of you will get to make a skill roll, and you just decide on how you want to do it, right? So if Freddy's going to go in first, it would make sense that he would make his moves to kind of, or his force. Yeah, it's going to be a
To
force
clear the path,
To clear
yeah.
the path,
Yeah.
and then after, if the way we did it in the last one, each scene we rolled, counted successes. Those successes went to the target threat level, right? Which in this case is
Gotcha.
4. So, they could be over in as few as 2 scenes, or it could drag out, depending on how well you all roll.
I
How many scenes
What
do
if
we
I tried
get? Yeah.
You get as many scenes as you need until either the kids are defeated or that you meet the threat level. So my understanding is
Is it each kid gets a scene?
each kid
Yep.
gets a scene, and
Then
then
they
I get a
roll.
scene also,
Oh.
right? So
Okay.
you'll get a scene, and sometimes the NPCs will try to manipulate you or hurt you or something like that, and then you get a reactionary roll for that.
I
So
see.
All
Oh,
right.
but we can take conditions for additional successes at the end.
right, but
So
If
2
you-
scenes
if you-
for us.
yeah.
Okay.
If you
Okay.
take conditions, if you don't meet the threat level or exceed it cleanly without conditions, then it's only a partial success. You could still
Okay.
meet the threat level but take conditions, and it's only a partial success. But don't
I
forget, you can
see, I
push your
see.
rolls, you have luck, and you have your pride. You've already used your pride. Freddy's already
Yes,
used his
I already
pride.
used it. Yep.
But you have your items as well, which give you
Yep.
bonuses. So
I'm banking big on this item.
All right, I have a question.
okay.
The way this font is on this character sheet is kind of funky. I just realized that I have a tech of 5. Could I use that in that what I'm doing is showing him the sheet and I'm telling him he's in trouble and I'm using my technical knowledge to explain it to him, the trouble that's in.
What skill specifically are you thinking of using for that? Tinker, program, or calculate? And
Hmm.
there are some descriptions if you don't have them.
Well, I don't know if any of those would actually apply.
The calculate might, because that's the ability to know how
Yeah.
technical objects work and how to use them.
Right.
Okay.
And could be robots, machines, magnetine ships, cyborgs, or an alarm clock.
All right. Well, I
If you
have a
succeed-
feeling that
You get to ask 2 questions.
so I can't use it in the way that I'm talking about then.
Maybe you could if you chose the right questions to ask Pele. If you wanted to use program, you could manipulate the program skill can be used to manipulate electronic items. So infecting a computer with a virus, disabling alarm or electronic lock.
Yeah, but I would have
confusing-
to. I would have to like have a connection to him to do that, right?
Well, the confusing or controlling robots portion that you were about to get to, that kind of makes sense.
That was the next thing. Confusing or controlling robots and operating strange objects. So you have to use a calculate first to figure out how to do it, and then you can use manipulate on a success. You can you gain a bonus effect that gives you successes to another kid, or you don't need to roll to overcome the exact same trouble in the future. You can do it really quickly. You show off, that sort of thing.
It's not quite the same for extended trouble, right? This is we're
Not
just
quite.
trying to get as many as we want.
Yep.
Okay.
But giving a success to another kid could be helpful in extended trouble.
Yeah.
Right. So
All right. So if I use tech and I use calculate, I just want to make sure I'm not cheesing the system that way, because I don't know if it. I don't know if tech is meant to be used that or could be used that way.
I allowed it in the first session to be used that way, and I'm gonna allow it in this session to be used that way. And if somebody out there in Tales from the Loop land wants to have that conversation with me sometime, I'd love to talk about it, because this game is new and to me, and I'd love to know how other people run it. I did allow, and after the game is over, I will tell y'all how I allowed it and what the outcome was.
Well,
so-
I would think that having that high of a tech skill, like she would be able to clearly push the point, because she knows what she's talking about,
Yeah.
to him that he is in danger, and be able to explain to him why he is in danger.
I agree with you 100%. 100% agree with you.
I don't know, but should I just attempt that next round since we're already next scene or do we need to get all the successes now?
Well, no, you build the successes through the whole thing, right? So if Freddy's going to go through and kind of move things out of the way, let him roll first, and then
All right,
so
Right.
then I'll do that tech thing. Okay,
and then you do
Yeah,
your tech
yeah.
thing. If as long as he doesn't like
gotcha.
fail all of his rolls, and then you don't advance, right?
Yeah.
So you're still held, and if Pele decides to attack you, then you have to react.
All right. Oh,
Does that sound right?
okay. Yeah, I don't.
I think the scenes will just, yeah, that's a good point. They don't really tell you what happens if your first scene fails, but it sounds like we just go through the scenes,
Yeah,
and then hopefully you have enough successes between the two of you to succeed.
yeah, eventually,
Yeah.
I think the other session we ran, it took like 3 or 4 scenes. I think it was 4 scenes to get through the whole extended trouble. That's why it's extended trouble, right?
Yeah.
Like the trouble you get in earlier in the game is like the alarm that went off in the house, right? That was
Right.
trouble, and you had to figure out how to turn it on. This is extended trouble. That took 1 scene. This could take multiples. I think that's why they call it extended trouble. So, hope everybody
where
enjoys
would-
the rules.
Where,
comment.
where
Right.
would be the? No, I'll talk about this later. I don't want to.
All right.
All right.
I think we have our plan. Freddie playing bodyguard, and Isabella, you've got a plan of talking and convincing robotically, right?
Yeah. So you're going to go and do your thing, and then I'm going to do my thing, right?
All right. So, Freddie, roll your force.
Force, using the hockey stick, his iconic hockey stick. Ooh, boy, I am keeping that. That is 3 6s to begin with.
Nice. That's 3
Yeah.
successes.
Yeah. These lawnmowers don't stand a chance.
Take that, disco ball. Pow.
Yeah. Whoa,
That
that was
looks-
pretty when it smashed.
Looked like a hockey puck. All right.
Maria too, you are so.
He pulls his hockey stick back just a little bit, hisses it on.
You might become Maria. No, she'll be angry if I even thought that. Yeah.
Blah. Nice. All right, so you get about halfway through, and you see Pele is really upset. So you had 3 successes, right?
Yes.
So this might be over really quick.
We can hope.
I'm tempted to spend luck and re-roll those other to just see if I can succeed.
I definitely would have to get you to describe that scene. So, do you want to do that, or do you want to give Isabella a chance to?
I think Isabella should get I think that makes more sense. As
Isabella, you
as
see
it's going.
the lawnmowers get shoved out of the way by the hockey stick. A clear path is opened up to your one true love. Pele stands before you,
All right.
writhing in anger.
All right. So she walks in and she's got a calculator and she has the printout. And like the lawnmowers are going around, her hair is blowing around. And just, Pele, you have to listen. If you're still in there somewhere, Pele, I don't know who I'm talking to anymore, how many of you are there, but quite possibly you all are in danger. Look, this was printed out from the computer next to your bed. And so there, and I'll go explain to him, and I'll be typing out, I'll be calculating the chances of using my calculator to figure out how much time he has left and estimate how much time he has left, and add that into there so I can get 2 extra die. Is that reasonable?
Sure.
All right. You gotta believe me. You've only got so and so hours left. And this is a handful of dice.
What do you got, like 12 dice?
Yeah, it's a lot. Let me double check, make sure I'm rolling the right amount on the sheet here. All right. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
It's a lot of dice.
Yep.
It's like playing Shadowrun with all those dice.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What?
I knew I should have made it harder for you two.
Ooh, that is an incredibly lucky die roll.
That is very, very good die roll. So you type in all the math on the calculator and you hit the equal sign, and it comes up, and you turn it and you show it to Pele, and it's almost like you flipped a switch in his little microprocessor brain, and his eyes just come back to focus, and all the machines clang to the floor, the lights flash and go back off and on and then off, and it's quiet. The echoing of all the noise settles down, and Pele looks, goes, where am I? Is Isabella?
Pele, smile to him and run up and give him a nice big hug. It's the 80s. You can still do that.
So you give him a big hug, and
Yep.
he looks very confused. And Freddy, what are you
Hey,
doing?
Pele,
Where am I? Where am I?
you're in the cooling tower.
What happened? I don't know how I got here. Why did you bring me here?
It wasn't us. I think you went crazy.
You're in trouble. You're in trouble, Pele. Something I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I think. Are you a cyborg?
And about that time, he just collapses.
Oh no.
He basically just goes limp, and you feel him as you're holding him in an embrace. All of his weight just falls on you, Isabella, and he's just like he's shut down.
Is he still breathing?
Yes, he appears to still be breathing. He's just.
We gotta call 911.
I don't know that they'll be able to fix him.
And
Maybe
does
we
he
should-
feel? Does he feel like a real boy?
yeah, he feels like skin and bone and hair, and everything feels perfect. You notice
Look
one
at
of
his
the-
head. Yeah, because the letter said
Yeah.
his head was weird.
Yeah, I'm checking his head out, making sure there's like no, 3/4 inch jack ports or some shit like that.
Maybe we just gotta flip a switch.
Yes,
So
see if he's got a USB. Wait, what the hell is that?
um
Bluetooth. No.
so you do notice that there's something here in this pile of robotic collection that he's made in his private little hideout. Um, there looks to be another one of those glove things, but it's just kind of setting on a crate over in the side. But apparently it's kind of heavy and weighing on you.
I can help out with that.
Yeah.
I can carry him.
All right, you pick him up and carry him. Where do you all want to go? What do you want to do?
Well, we can check this glove out, I guess. Does it look like the other ones?
A little bit, but it's more kid-sized, and it has all the attachments like built into the glove. It's more like a traditional power glove than the other one that you had.
All right, I'm gonna bring it with us.
All right, you can take it with you. Where are you
And
going? As the sun is
What?
setting, when you come out of the cooling towers, you see the first glowing street light comes on.
I guess we gotta at least get to the road.
You know,
Yes.
as long as we're already in trouble, maybe we just take him to his aunt.
Yeah. That's a good
Since his
idea.
mom's an iguana now.
All right.
Taking lizard drugs. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and put this glove on and see what happens. If he is a cyborg,
He just punches Fred in the face.
yeah, maybe
Ow!
Nothing happens.
maybe I
at
have
the
maybe I
moment.
have a date for the prom after all.
Uh,
Wait,
Ooh,
do 10-year-olds go to prom?
Weekend at Pele's.
Weekend at Paylor's. Yeah, I love it.
If he is a cyborg lizard person,
you would have to use you do all the things that you would have done with the other one, and nothing seems to be happening. So you'll have to use a
tech.
tech skill. Yeah, probably tinker.
Does
Man, I could have
yeah.
been making these. I could have been rolling this much dice before. I didn't realize that I had a 5 in that.
I was wondering why you weren't getting so many successes. Thought you were just rolling poorly.
and checking out his head too. There's no like damage or whatever, like he got hit by a car or anything, right?
Actually, yeah, there's a little dent in the side of his head.
All
Not a
right,
big one.
No.
2 successes. Are there like stitches where they might have put in like,
Well, if he's a
Stuff.
robot, maybe he got hit and now he's confused because his brain got hurt, like Timmy.
his electrical bio neuroprocessor? Bioelectrical neural, yeah.
No, his brain.
But you
All right, I
figure,
got 2 successes.
you figure out that this glove is not just an ordinary control glove. It can be programmed to control different things at the same time. It has a small screen on it. You pull one of the Velcro covers back. So when Velcro was first coming out, right? So they pull one of the Velcro covers back, and there's a screen underneath it with a little a display, and there's a keypad on the power glove. So it looks like a little computer interface there as well.
This is coming home with me for sure.
So y'all are headed to the aunt's house,
Yeah.
to the bunker lady.
I hope she
Yep.
stays up late.
All right. It gets a little dark. That's all the way out
Maybe
on
she
Cape
watches
Horn, so-
Carson. Maybe she watches Johnny Carson. She'll be up.
I don't watch that. Too scared.
That's great. You get about halfway out there, and Pele comes to, which you're grateful for, Freddie, because he's starting to get kind of heavy. He kind of comes to, and he's like, "Where are we going?"
We're going to see your aunt. I
Yeah,
hope you know where her
you're kinda
bunker
messed
is.
up.
No,
Did his dad hit you with a car?
just take me home. I need to see my
Wait.
parents. Just take me home. Oh,
They're not home.
Yeah.
they'll
And you
be
got
there.
hit by a car.
Maybe that's what happened. I don't feel good. Oh, okay. Take me to Aunt Greta's house. It's that
What do you
way.
do with all
And
those
he
lizards?
points, and then just kind of fades back out. You can tell he's just completely exhausted.
Little guy's tuckered.
mm,
He's not heavy.
You
He's
all-
my not brother.
He's
you
been-
all have heard.
He's been throwing lawnmower with his brain all day.
Yeah. You two have heard of the bunker lady. You know, it's like this urban legend kind of. She lives out on Cape Horn in a bunker in the ground, and nobody's ever, really seen her or seen the bunker, but you know about where it is because of all the legends that have been going
She's a
on.
Bigfoot.
Yeah, she's a Bigfoot, exactly.
That's not polite. She deserves respect. She's just living a different way.
Fred's really a positive individual.
You get out to Cape Horn, you're wandering around this grassy field. It's dark. The moon is out. And eventually, after wandering around for a little while, you found this round metallic door in the ground. It's unlocked, actually.
What?
It would be rude to not knock.
No, his family lives in a house in the open and they lock the door. She's got a house, like a hidden house, and she keeps the door unlocked. This is a crazy family, man.
You're making odd
sorry,
security
I said this.
choices. Agreed. I'm sorry, my hands are full. I can't knock.
I'll knock.
Gong, gong, gong. And you hear the latch kind of turn a little bit, and then the hatch comes open, and you look down, and there's this strange looking robot. It looks like half person, half robot, very young, kind of like almost like a baby, but it's as big as a human, but built kind of in the shape of a baby. Only parts of it
Oh,
are
that's
covered in
creepy.
skin. Like it has
Oh,
this
no.
like eyeball thing that's obviously a robot eye, and the other half of the face looks like a human eye.
You
And
need flamethrowers.
it starts.
Are you friendly? Yeah.
It starts crying. Mom, mom,
Shut that door. Holy crap.
mom.
Well, hold up. No, we're not your mother.
And then
Is your mother home?
mom, and he just keeps crying out, and eventually, after a couple of minutes, this old lady comes walking up behind the robot, the baby robot, and as soon as she looks up into the moonlight, she recognizes that you have Pele in your arms, and she says, "Oh, thank
Are you your
God.
Pele's aunt?
I am. Where did you ever find him?"
He was in the tower. He had lawnmowers and boom boxes flying around him.
Bring him down. His parents are worried sick. I'll get a hold of them. Bring him in and Set him down in here. And she grabs the
I
baby
think-
robot and pulls it away. And
Look, I think he's a cyborg.
you're very smart. Has anyone ever told you that before?
No.
All the time. And
And you go down, and inside the bunker, let me go back to the bunker. As you go in, there are machines everywhere. And as soon as the two of you get down to the bottom of the ladder, all of them stop. Except for the baby robot thing. It walks up to you, Freddy, and tries to give you a hug.
Oh yeah, man, bring it in.
It squeezes you really, really close. After you
Hey.
put
Well,
Pele
yeah,
down, of course.
everybody needs a hug once in a while.
And she says, put him here, and there's kind of one of those pod things that was similar to the one that is in his room. And you put him in that, and it kind of closes up around him, and some lights start flickering, and it starts making some whirring noises. And she says, it'll take a while, but he'll be okay. His mom called me and told me what happened. Can't believe that guy. Just can't just hit somebody and drive off. That's just not okay. The police are gonna have something to say about this. And with that, she
not
says,
Freddy.
aren't you kids a little late? You should be home by now, right?
Yes, we'll be in trouble.
I am in terrible trouble. And they still spank kids in this decade.
Yeah.
But it was worth it for our friend Pele.
And she
That's
says,
right.
well, here, take this. It'll get you home quickly. And she hands you a small device. It looks like an egg timer, actually. And she says,
Wait,
just throw it away when you get home. It'll take
how is this supposed to help?
Oh, it'll take you back home. It'll get you there.
I'm not going to question it.
And she says, and you won't be in trouble. They'll all understand.
That sounds more ominous than perhaps you meant.
Wait, you think this little device can do all that? It should be much bigger. If you think it's gonna chill my mom's out.
She reaches over and she grabs the dial and she turns it about 90 degrees.
But wait, I gotta know about those lizards.
Another day, dear. You have school tomorrow. And the world around you starts to ripple and blur. And then it ripples
We've been drinking.
and blurs a
Been
little
drinking
bit
ripple.
more. And then it comes into more focus. And you realize you're standing on your street. The street lights have just come on.
Oh, I forgot to say goodbye to Baby Robot. I feel terrible.
That thing was creepy.
Yes, but so are many babies.
And
In the future, there'll be a band named Daft Punk that'll utilize this to make technologic.
I what do? You're back on your street just as the street lights come on.
All right, does it feel like time has been distorted or something? Shouldn't the street lights come on already?
Yes, you think that you know that when you got to the bunker, it was well past dark.
No, it's just I'm not throwing this away. This is going in my backpack.
Oh, but she asked us politely.
Oh, I'll put it in the trash when I get home.
Oh, okay.
Eventually.
Sounds
Eventually.
good. I need to deliver you, though, because I promised Maria I would.
You just want a chance to get another kiss. That's all.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
You walk Isabella home or run home, and you see the light on in the clubhouse in the backyard. You can kind of smell the spaghetti sauce cooking.
Because my mama makes it real. She don't make it out of that jar.
That sounds
Isabella
really
runs
good
in.
right now.
Isabella, I guess you guys just go in, or do you go to the clubhouse, or?
Well, if there's a light on in the clubhouse, maybe we should stop there first.
Good idea.
All right.
Maybe
so-
Maria's up there and you can,
Good
Wait,
idea.
Are you allowed to be up here with
Probably
Maria
not.
at this time of night?
That's a good point, Isabella. You're a responsible sister. Have a good evening.
And-
Freddy.
and
Walks into the
Maria,
road, gets hit by his dad.
Maria hears you and comes out. Freddie, oh, you made it back. Oh, we were so worried. Mom called around and called Tammy's house and everything, and nobody had seen y'all. So, what happened?
Well, have
Did
we
you find
got
Pele?
a story for you?
Oh, I can't wait to hear it. And I guess you go. She says, "Come up and we'll tell me the story." And you can tell Timmy too, because he's here.
What? Timmy's okay
What?
And
His dad let him come over here and play?
in his cast?
well, yeah,
He let him climb up a tree?
there's a ladder.
It's the 80s. That's not,
That's right.
a problem.
Hey, it's only got a couple of nails in it. It's all right. Let's get up there. Maybe they got like Connect 4 or something we can play.
Yeah, they've got games and Uno and all laid out in games, and y'all tell them the story of what happened. They are amazed and just can't wait to hear more, and kind of sad they didn't get to take part in it. Is there anything specific you want to share with them about and role play out, or?
Well, I gotta tell you, it was wild. But I don't know how much. I'll look over at Freddie and be like, I don't know if we should reveal Pele's secret or not, should we?
Probably not. He's probably going to have to move again anyways, and life's tough enough.
Ellie's got a secret.
No.
Pele's business is his.
What
I
is he,
think
like a
if Pele
robot or
will-
something? That would
You know
be
what he
crazy.
is? He's a really good friend.
Yes.
Well, maybe we
He
should
may.
invite him over sometime to hang out. And then if he feels comfortable with us, he can tell us his secret himself.
I think that's a good idea, Maria.
Yeah, you're so smart, Maria.
Isabella, you hear your mom, Maria, Isabella, dinner time.
Well, I am a bit hungry, so I guess you're not that all bad.
Yeah, you
Freddie.
either, Isabella. You're pretty smart.
And you were good at that hockey stick thing.
Yeah, sports.
Yeah, sports.
Yeah.
Flip that. You go in, eat dinner. Freddie, you head home, I take it?
Yeah, he'll head home.
Okay. Your
No
parents
kiss
are...
on the cheek?
No, not tonight. She ran down for...
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
She digs spaghetti more than she digs you, bro.
That's right, man. Mom's sketties, man.
Mama spaghetti.
Wait,
Oh,
okay, yeah,
shit.
just a kiss on the cheek again, maybe. But yeah, I'll go
She
home.
is- she throws him down the ladder. Get out the way, boy. Spaghetti. Ooh.
Sketty
Ah.
time.
Oh no, you broke Tim's arm again. What an unfortunate situation.
Oh, man. You get home. You hear your parents in their bedroom kind of fighting, yelling at each other. There's something on the stove. Looks like maybe a lasagna or some kind of casserole that your mom made.
Oh,
It's
this is an
hamburger.
unfortunate house situation, but at
Hamburger
least I have
helper.
lasagna.
No,
Hamburger
tuna
helper
helper.
lasagna. Yeah, tuna helper lasagna.
Tuna
I hope I
helper
don't
lasagna.
associate food with coping with trauma.
That would be bad for your sports career.
That would be really unfortunate.
As he's just starting to eat this tuna helper.
as, as there's the TV guide has a picture of Joe Camel in the back of it holding out a cigarette. It's a Super Bowl.
Golly. Back when they could advertise cigarettes on television.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope
Wow,
I don't
I remember
eat
that.
too much.
Tell me how old you are
No,
without telling me
kid.
how old you are. I remember when they could
No,
advertise
kid.
cigarettes on television.
Don't worry about eating. Don't worry about eating. Have a Camel.
I'm the Marlboro man. Anyway, sorry, down a
It'll-
rabbit hole.
It'll make you run faster.
Wow. I got sidetracked there. Pretty much the night goes by uneventfully. You eat your tuna helper, you go in, honk out. The next morning you get up and it's life all over again. You meet up after school or in the morning, as you always do before school. Tim has his cast, and you see there's only one name that signed the cast, Freddie. It's Maria.
Whoa.
He got
Oh,
Maria
yeah.
to sign his cast before
What?
you.
That's lucky. She's a really nice lady.
Freddie,
What?
And he's like, Freddie, you want to sign my cast, man? And
Yeah.
maybe you want to take Timmy out to play in the traffic some more.
It seems like he's pretty good at getting hurt on his own.
He keeps messing with your woman.
And Pele shows up, and you see him with his backpack and his lunchbox. His parents drop him off at the school. And
Hey,
oh, hey guys.
How's your dent, Pele?
What?
are you feeling okay?
I feel great. I've never felt better. Why? What happened yesterday? I feel like the whole day is gone. I missed it. Like I slept all day or something.
Oh, I'm sure someone around here will tell you about it.
And you see a lot of the kids that are, casting whispers and pointing at Pele.
Probably the dead teacher. Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
Forgot about that.
No, she was just in a coma, remember?
Oh, yeah.
She's just in a
I
coma.
hope she doesn't remember Pele summoning a giant robot to dispatch of her.
What?
It's
I hope that was my internal monologue.
Yes, it was.
it's a semi-coma, thank you.
Yeah. Just a nice short
And,
and sweet.
And you see a lot of the kids whispering and pointing, and as Pele starts heading to the front of the school, they kind of move out of his way and give him a wide berth. Makes you feel a little uncomfortable for him as his
Hey,
friend.
whoa, just a second.
Yeah.
Pele's
I'm
a
gonna
cool
go-
guy. And I
Yeah,
don't
we-
think we should be harshing on him just because he had a bad day.
That's bogus.
Yeah. I say Pele's cool.
I'm gonna go walk with Pele.
All right, and the rest of the kids in your kid group follow your lead, and Maria and Tim, and the other person, Linda. That's her name. I didn't even have to look it up. Linda.
Oh, Linda, you're still here.
Yeah, I didn't even have to look her up. She was busy. She's doing something.
They keep messing with Pele, and somebody's gonna steal their brake lines.
Yeah. It's best to stay on the right side of Pele, if you get my drift.
And the six of you walk into the school together as friends. And Pele looks up and says, "Thanks, guys. I really appreciate that. Means a lot to have a friend."
Yeah.
So when we grow up, will you go to the prom with me?
He's still gonna look like he's 12 years old. It's gonna be weird.
And I think we call it right there. As the six of you walk into the school, and Isabella kind of lays that joke on, or question, not really a joke, but lays that question on Pele. I think we call it right there. Good job,
Yeah.
guys. Good job.
Oh, but
Yeah.
my character's favorite song is "Don't Worry, Be Happy." So as the credit roll, it goes,
Perfect.
All right, right on.
Don't worry.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. It seemed like you had a blast.
You be happy.
Folks in the chat, Diamond and I think Scotty's still there. Okay, I hope you all enjoyed it as well. I think we had quite a few folks watching tonight, actually. If you did enjoy,
I didn't get to read the chats.
Oh, they're great.
Yeah,
You
some of the chats
definitely
are
wanna
great.
Go back and
Well, I didn't have
Or
Twitter
watch 'em.
open because I didn't have Twitter. I didn't have Twitch open because I didn't want to strain my connection. So
Yeah, no, I got you. There were 9 at some points. Yeah, we had quite a few folks in here tonight. So, Tales from Loop is a lot of fun to play.
Mhm.
I will definitely be running some more of this. I think we're trying to put together a campaign for Tales from the Loop for probably a Saturday morning, because we have some friends over the sea that want to play with us as well. Don't know if there'll be these characters. We'll probably do character creation and that sort of thing, make some new characters. In the meantime, yeah, y'all definitely need to. Oh, I did promise you that I was going to tell you, unless you don't want me to, if you're going to go watch it. If you don't want me to
Oh,
tell
I'm
you,
gonna
how the
go.
other-
I'm gonna go watch the other ones. So.
okay, so
Yeah,
I
I
won't
won't.
tell you how they solved the mystery.
all right.
It was good. Y'all did a
So
great
maybe-
job too, but theirs was just the comedic factor of theirs was fantastic. So both of these groups, I enjoyed running it for both. You both played it. Actually, the first half almost mirrored each other, and I think it's the way the module's written. They leave something in the module that may or may not actually be anything. It's it's a a possible red herring, and
Yeah, I think that I felt like actually kind of felt like that.
so, but both groups bid on it, and I described it differently in both one, and it's that both of the groups still bid on it. So we can talk more in the Discord about that. So
Yeah.
if y'all are interested, join the Discord for us. I don't think Scotty's in there yet. I think everybody else in the chat is, but join the Discord, hang out with us, talk about the game. We're really enjoying it. We have a very busy week this week on the stream. Tonight was Tales from the Loop. Tomorrow night we're playing Weird.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, tomorrow's Tuesday. We're playing Weird. Wednesday night we are starting a brand new Delta Green campaign, Impossible Landscapes, that we're going to be starting here Wednesday night. Thursday night.
Well,
we're
who's playing in
off.
that? Y'all got enough players for that one?
Yeah, I think we already have.
Yeah. For the moment. Yep.
Yeah, unless anybody has to bail out. So,
Whatever.
nothing personal, man.
Yeah.
So you say.
Thursday night we're off because I have a pre-stream for Friday night. We have a technology check for a Friday night stream that we're doing, which will be over on the Military Veterans and Gaming channel, Gamers channel. Don't think I added a Twitch link to that yet in the chat commands, so I will put it in here. It is twitch.tv/military veteran gamers, I think. Yeah, is what it is. And they are a 501c3 for military gamers and veteran gamers. We are doing a Dungeons and Dragons campaign module that I am actually writing. I'm writing my very first module.
Nice.
So that's a lot of work. For anybody who wants to write a module, it's a lot of work. And you have to stay coherent and connected throughout the whole thing. But the sessions that we're going to be doing are going to be focusing on mental health, and each character has a mental health quirk, and the overall module is geared to overcoming certain issues that arise in mental health problems. So we're doing this in a pretty unique way. We're going to stream the game for about 3 hours. And then we're going to stop the game and decompress for an hour. We're going to talk about how the things impacted the players, how they impacted the characters, and we're going to navigate those things on stream to help show people how you can navigate these things with your friends. Being coherent is hard for people. It is, like me too, apparently. But that's going to be Friday night. So make sure we're going to host it here. So if you don't necessarily, if you can't find the MVG channel, you can always watch it here. Our mods will be in the chat. We're going to have a discussion here. I will only be in one of the chats. So if you have specific questions for me, make sure you're in the Discord so you can ask those. Saturday, we're playing Dungeons & Dragons again. At noon, we're playing Horde of the Dragon Queen. So that's this week. Very busy week. I'm really excited. Our channel's growing. We are 4 followers away from our goal, our magic goal of 100. So get your cats and your dogs, get them an account. We know you have at least 4 email addresses. So sign them all up on Twitch and follow us with all of them. But folks, Nathan,
Well, one
Jesse,
quick question.
Yeah. Go ahead.
When are we going to do that? What was it? Victim of the Art. When are we going to finish that one? Is that on the schedule somewhere?
I think that's after we finish Weird.
Yep.
As soon as we finish
Okay.
Weird, we finish Victim of the Art, and then we have a new game that Lindsay's going to be picking up to run. I don't think we're doing that one. That's a 1-2 shot. We're not going to do that on stream. It's their first time GMing, so we're going to do that off stream. But
Gotcha.
so yeah, we'll talk more about the Weird schedule in the Discord.
Cool.
Balder followed, liked, and subscribed. That's right. If you missed any of tonight's show, folks, Nathan, did you have anything you wanted to shout out?
No, I think
No.
we covered it. I'm really looking forward to starting the Wednesday game.
Yeah, I'm looking. Nathan is our handler for the Delta Green campaign that starts on Wednesday, so really excited for that. Jesse is our host for the Weird and the creator of Weird, and we're really looking forward to finishing that up too
Yeah.
soon. That game is really great. If you've missed any of this stream or any other stream that we've done, make sure you head on over to our YouTube channel. That is in the chat. Go ahead over there, subscribe there. We're growing on that channel as well. You can catch all the videos. We archive them there. Make sure you follow us here. Subscribe if you so choose. We love you all so very much. And we can't wait to see you back here tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern time for the Weird game by Charisma Kill Studio. Sorry, it's been a long day. Going to be a long week. Hopefully this GM and stream host can make it through them all. But folks, thank you so much. We love you all very, very much. Until next time, we are the United Adventure Company. Stay out of our loop. Bye, everybody.
Yeah.